Hey y'all. Sorry I was muted. I was trying to fix something. I don't know what changed, but something about the layout in TikTok changed, so I couldn't see the start button, and I was finagling that. All right. Oops, sorry, I was trying to mute. There. Now you can see my beautiful face. What's up? Oh, hey, what's up, that Chip Cat? I was just watching your stream. Thanks for the shout out. I really appreciate it. Also, go follow Martin. Martin's awesome. Martin needs more followers. I didn't even know YouTube had stories, so I learned something today. That there's a lot of media I got to go catch up on. Virtue Postmortem! What's up? Oh my God. Lewis! Fly! How you doing? Oh my God. Jason, which I believe was first. Yas. You're awesome, Jason. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chiming in there early. Let me just stutter over it. Martin. Go follow Martin if you're not following Martin. Axel. Oh my God, what's up? No injustice lasts forever. Vegan Heretic. Oh my God, you guys, what's up? Go follow Vegan Heretic if you're a Christian or of any similar Christian faith. Go check him out. He's got great resources. Yas. Oh, right back at you, Fly. Oh, so good to see you. Kim Cat. Hi. Oh, Kimmy Cat. Why did I say Kim Cat? I just like, if I haven't butchered your name, we're not friends yet, I guess. uh, oh, from Mandarin. Yo, it said, oh yeah. Weird. Yeah, that translation thing is interesting. Has anybody actually tried typing from another language to see what it does? If it's actually accurate? My light's being weird. Or not my light, my microphone. Utops! PJ! I feel like a radio host right now, just being a dork. All right. Let me get. See, this is the thing I was talking about. I have to like finagle it and go like this. Oh, usually it brings up another window. I wasn't expecting that. All right. Let's go back to this. It's going to look weird. I'm so sorry. I'm going to put it down like so. Think that really looks weird. I don't know what's happening. Let's see. It shouldn't have them in there at all. Why is it in there at all? I know, it's crazy. Let's see. What's it look like over on the thing? Trippy! I know, it always throws my vision off because I'm trying to look at that upper edge because I'm trying to not cut myself off. See, now I feel like I'm even more cut off. Oh, I see what's happening. This image isn't in the middle. Oh, that's not the middle. Hello? There we go. Does that look more centered? So wait a minute. It should be closer to the, because it's flipped, kind of throws me off. Go faster, preview. Pia, what's up? Stuart, what's up? Good to see you. Aw, thank you for joining today. Some more? Nope, still needs to be over more. To me, it looks like the fish is being cut off. Maybe something more like that. Also, for the first beginning part, I'm going to have no vegans up. No vegans. There it is. I was like, I need water. Oh, right into my hair.
Stop. You let your mic on.
Hopefully you get to hear all that. Yeah. Ugh, just had to go cough. Really loud. I know. All right. I get the bad case of we're the top of the food chain. That's probably what's going to happen. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. I think I need to scoot the image more over on the cow, and then we're gonna get started. What's up, TikTok? Looks good. Does it actually look centered? I wanted to move it. I think it should go like this almost. Is that better? We're gonna just go ahead with it now because I don't want to mess with it anymore. Oh, Jasmine's starting to cry. It's okay. She wants to go outside. Oh, okay. It's better. We're just gonna leave it as is. It's okay. It's not perfect. Hopefully that doesn't bother anyone. Get my multi-guest. Multi-guest. Awesome. Okay. Now that we're officially ready, and I spent the first, I don't know how long it's been, a couple minutes just yapping. I wanted to introduce myself. I am Vegan Stoner Lady. I want to know why you're not vegan. My filter's being silly. And veganism is an ethical stance that humans should not use other animals. Veganism is recognizing the someone in animals and recognizing they shouldn't be resources. This is what I want to open. Okay. Sorry. So when I come out here to talk to people about veganism, a lot of people are confused. They go, "Oh, you can't make me do anything." And I'm like, "You're right, I can't." And that's not why I'm here. I'm not here to make you do anything. It's more like this is an atrocity. And I think most people agree that we should stop, or we shouldn't be exploiting those that can suffer for things that we don't need if we can avoid demanding that of them. And I want to hold people accountable to that. Just like if I saw someone being like racist in front of me, I'm going to call them out for that too. At the bare minimum, you don't participate in those things, right? Like maybe you don't want to stand up and speak because you're scared or whatever, but you don't participate. That's at least having the principle to not support that system. So I'm trying to go beyond that and talk to people about living that moral baseline of respect, which is just not exploiting others. Save the plants that make the oxygen. Well, then you would still live vegan because we feed plants to the animals we use, and it takes more energy to do that. So you're going to be feeding more of your plants that you care about to them. If we stopped enslaving other beings, we could actually reduce our land use greatly and increase how many humans we feed. We have to feed 92.2 billion mouths, and that's just for the animals that are on the land that make it to slaughter. That doesn't include all the other ones that maybe didn't make it, or they're used for other reasons. So that's a lot of mouths to feed, and they eat a lot. So if you're worried about plants, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but you'll eat them directly. I don't know why you guys think this is funny. Hitler ate birds. He literally ate pigeons. So go educate yourself. Okay. And he schmurdered his dog. He literally, I think it was like a cyanide or some kind of gas bomb he threw in the dog's mouth. And then he just left his dog to die and suffer. Yeah, doesn't matter what they eat. They want to live. They care about themselves. And that's all that matters. Oh, yeah, I can't read everybody's comment. All right. We got some people requesting. So you got to be over 18. And if I even have a suspicion that you're under 18, I'm going to drop you. I'm sorry if that's rude for some of you, but that's just how I'm going to run my lives. So, Alan, are you over 18?
24.
Oh, okay. Oof, it's really echoey. Is there anywhere you can go that's not so echoey?
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Right, okay.
Okay, so are you vegan? Yeah, that sounds okay.
No.
What do you understand veganism to mean?
The definition or understanding?
What you understand it to mean, yeah. When I say vegan, what do you think of?
Vegans believe in to stop the oppression of animals and unethical use of animals.
Yeah. Are you vegan?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So what's keeping you from living in alignment with that principle?
Just the taste of vegan food compared to meat products. It's just, for me, it's not adequate enough taste-wise.
Do you think that sensory pleasure justifies stabbing an animal?
Well, no, I don't think stabbing an animal is the correct way to go about things.
Well, how do you think you get their flesh? You have to use a knife.
Yeah, when they're killed in a humane way, not through just stabbing an animal.
How do you do it?
Well, animals get killed in a humane, painless death.
Walk me through it.
Yeah, they obviously go to places where they get schmurdered.
Okay, so you agree that it's unjust unaliving, because that's what that means.
Well, you've got to ask yourself the question, why are they edible?
You know humans are edible, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your argument?
My argument is, I've said the taste isn't really... I mean, I've tried vegan foods, and what I don't get about the
I
full
think you already
veganism
forgot.
thing...
Why does your pleasure justify stabbing an animal?
It's not about justifying pleasure.
It is, though.
You've got to ask yourself the question, why are they edible?
Oh, boy. We're just going to drop you. You're just a couple of peanuts swirling in the wind. Peanut husks. Nothing in there. You got to keep asking yourself, why are they edible? Well, you can eat your own leg. Ask yourself why you're edible. Get the ignorance out of your mouth. Adam, are you you want to join us? Okay, you can come back later. Kong, no? Okay, it did. It just makes you disappear for a second. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay, are you vegan?
No.
What do you think vegan means?
It is the desire to protect animals and all life, seeing that all life is equal, or that's just a rough definition.
I can see where you could kind of get that idea, but no. Veganism is an ethical stance just against demanding someone's exploitation that can suffer, someone that has the ability to experience life. A subjective experience. Do you agree that if someone has the capacity to suffer, that we should respect them?
Not necessarily, no.
Wow, that's terrible. Someone has the capacity to suffer, and you think you're entitled to their body or something?
I'm not saying that.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat the question. If someone has the ability to suffer, should they be respected?
Can I finish my statement?
Oh, I thought you said it. You said no, and then you stopped.
You would cut me. No, you cut me off a little bit there.
Okay, well, it was a long pause.
pedophiles have the ability to
Can you
suffer.
please use like a different word because we're on
Oh,
TikTok?
I'm sorry.
Like PDF
P3DO.
files.
Yeah, PDF. The files have the capacity to suffer. So do rapists. So do murderers. So do
Yeah.
all these
They
terrible
still
people.
deserve the bare minimum of respect of not being exploited. That's why we have laws that protect
Wow.
against cruel and unusual punishment.
So you would say it's fair to give the same
Why
respect
don't
you
you
would to.
eat rapists?
I don't eat people.
Why
Period.
not?
Because they're the same species.
Oh, so
as
you
me.
give bare minimum respect to rapists, don't you?
No.
Yeah, you
I
do
treat
because
them
you're
with
not
respect.
eating them. Is it
I don't eat
respectful?
anyone else. I don't
Shut
eat
up for
any.
a second. Is it respectful to stick a knife in someone and cut them open? Is it respectful to force motherhood on them and then eat their babies? Because that's what you're doing to other animals. And they're sentient just like you. They care about themselves. That's all that matters. Thanks for trying. Okay, we're going to go up with another person. I would like to talk to someone real, not someone trying to win an argument because their ego is fractured right now. Dexter, are you over 18?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't have you up here, but you're welcome to ask your question in the chat. I appreciate your honesty. Really. You're a step above your peers. Animals aren't humans, but humans are animals. And animals are someone because someone is an individual having a subjective experience. A subjective experience means you have the capacity to suffer. You have an experience and you weigh it out. Did I prefer that or did I hate that? Right? And then you keep going until you get that next positive experience. And you want to have that next positive experience. That's what being sentient is. You want to feel good. You don't want to feel bad. Like, if you lost your ability to think about complex thoughts, does that now make you fair game? And just because your species is, maybe able to accomplish great things, there are individuals in that group that can't. And if you just say, well, if you're in my group, then you count as being respected, that's no different than racism, sexism, homophobia. You're picking an arbitrary trait to say, I don't care that you feel, I'm going to exploit you for my benefit because you're different. You're using prejudiced logic. Honestly, non-vegans cannot defend what they're doing without being ableist or prejudiced. Watch. Just watch. In fact, we have a game of bingo because non-vegans are so predictable. If you go to Animal Justice 21, you click on the community tab, you'll see the live. And you'll see that there's bingo slots that you can select because your responses are so typical. So typical. Like we can almost see the future with how you guys talk. You all talk the same. And you sound exactly like YT supremacists. You sound like homophobics. You sound like slave owners. You're using the exact same excuses they did, and you're okay with sounding like them because you're the oppressor and you're gaining benefits from your victims. YB, are you over 18?
Hold up. I'll join back in a minute.
Okay. You sound very young too. Yappy, are you over 18? Okay. If you can't answer right away, I'm going to assume you're a child. And I'm not bringing you up. I hate that meme. So, veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of sentient beings. It's saying, because I'm sentient, I can see that there's another individual that's sentient. I can imagine that I would still want to be respected, even if I didn't understand everything going on around me. Even though I'm right now, as I am, much more complex in certain ways, I still can recognize that morally speaking, we inherently care about ourselves. If I were to kick a dog, they cry out, they change their behaviors, they soothe themselves. That shows signs that they care. That's sentience. Like, why can't we respect that? We all recognize it as our companion animals because we spend a lot of time around them. We know people that have them or we have them ourselves, right? The other animals, just because you don't see them doesn't mean they don't have similar feelings. They don't have similar cognitions. Cows are literally nicknamed grass puppies. They love to chase balls. So if you're over 18, I'd love to talk to you. Actually, I'm going to move this here. I didn't share it to YouTube, you guys. I'm so sorry, YouTube. Oh, come on. Oh, that's why. I was like, give me a little arrow. Okay, I think that looks okay. Spoken like a true adult child. Yeah, I agree. Non-vegans sound like children. So veganism is against the exploitation of sentient beings, bacteria, amoebas, viruses. These are not sentient. They do not have a brain. They do not have a central nervous system. The animals you exploit, you can even tell. You don't even have a science degree. You can tell they feel. You can tell. All people have experienced being around animals. As a child, we do stupid things. You find out, oh, yeah, don't do that. Your parents say, how would you like it if it was done to you? Don't pull their hair, pet them nicely, right? That means they feel. That means they care about what, if you pull their hair, they don't like that, right? We all know this. When you guys come up here and tell me that you're a superior being and that makes their pain lesser, you sound silly. You sound like peanut husks flipping in the wind. No logic, just selfishness. It's ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. We can get everything we need from plant proteins. Haley, are you over 18?
I am. This is my lady's account, by the way.
What would you like me to call you?
My name's David.
David. Are you vegan?
No.
Is there any way you can fix the echo? I can hear myself.
Is it my fan, by chance?
Oh, I don't know. I just can hear myself. It's getting a little. It seems a little better, maybe. I don't know.
Here, hold on. Let me turn my fan. Let me see if that helps.
Let's see. No, it's still echoing.
Let's see. What about now?
Oh yeah, it's way better. I still hear myself, but it's much more muted. Okay, so what is your understanding of veganism?
Oh, well, correct me if I'm wrong. Vegan is you eat lettuce, no dairy, no eggs, no, animal-made things, right?
Well, it has nothing to do with what we eat. It actually is a movement for animal rights. So I don't want to demand someone who has the capacity to suffer to be exploited for me when it's completely unnecessary. So I avoid demanding it.
Animals have rights, though.
I mean, humans are animals.
I mean, not really. I mean, we have our own rights. We created our own rights.
We absolutely, we're great apes. Go Google it.
I mean, sure, it's a theory.
No, it's not a theory. Okay. Do you believe science?
I believe in the Bible. I believe that.
Okay. I'll talk to you later. It's fine that you believe the Bible, but if you don't believe science, I feel really bad for everyone that knows you. Oh, goodness. Cracker, are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No.
What do you understand veganism to mean?
Nasty food and shit boots.
Oh, well, you shouldn't eat those. You should eat the delicious vegan food. That's why I'm trying to talk to you. There's vegan foods that are delicious. You don't need to eat your own crap. Hey, Yappy, are you over 18?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you were trying to come up earlier and something was wrong with the sound.
Yeah, it didn't connect
Got
yet.
it. Okay.
For me, at my end.
Gotcha. Are you vegan?
No.
What do you understand veganism to be?
I don't think anyone's vegan.
What do you understand veganism to be?
Well, it's a claim that, it's a human being living without the exploitation of animals, but that's impossible.
That's not what I said. That's not what it is. It's that we don't want to...
You asked me what I thought it was.
Okay. Well, you're wrong. Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of other animals. It's not that I'm going to hurt myself if I can't do it perfectly. It's more like every opportunity that is presented to me where I have an option to demand someone's exploitation or not, I choose not to. Does that make sense?
Well, you don't, because this live This actually exploits animals.
I'm not here to talk about what you think about veganism, like, or about me specifically. I'm here to ask why you're not vegan. It can't be my choices that are affecting your choices, because that's silly. You can think for yourself, right? You're an adult. You can problem solve. You can understand that kicking dogs for fun is immoral. Even if you can't be perfect in this world and you're going to make mistakes, you should avoid kicking dogs. All I'm telling you is an inaction. Avoid using animals. There's so many other products you can hover your little fingies over and pick up. But you have to sit up here and cry and I want the binky that's made out of someone's flesh. I need to suck on baby flesh. That's what you sound like. Because the animals are just babies and that's what you're demanding. So I guess go choke on it. Really frustrates me. Okay, hold on one second. My background is actually all messed up. It doesn't want to move, huh? I messed it up, so I had to fix it. T9. Are you over 18?
I am.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No.
What do you understand veganism to be?
Avoiding unnecessary harm to sentient beings.
It's
I think.
kind of in that direction. It's not harm, it's exploitation. Because you can exploit someone, nicely, but it's still exploitation.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think that we should exploit each other, which means to use someone for your benefit, not theirs, without their consent?
When you say others, are you referring to humans?
I'm referring to anybody that has the capacity to suffer and wants to live to that next positive experience.
And you're asking, should we or should we not?
Do you think we should exploit somebody who can feel?
Yes.
So you are okay with human slavery?
Well, here's the thing, right? Let me explain my,
No, you don't get to explain that. You say no, human slavery is immoral. That's gross. I don't know what's wrong with people. It's like you're so focused on your own sensory pleasure, you're willing to even throw other humans under the bus for you. It's wild. Oh, well, see, here's why human slavery is okay. Because I wouldn't be the one to slave. I'd be the oppressor. Why don't you put yourself in the victim's perspective for once? Because they're sentient, just like you. That means they're not self-aware. It means they're experiencing life. They're having their own experiences and they have emotions. And if you were at that state, don't you think you should be respected? Or do you think humans that are in that state, we should exploit? And if you say, nah, they're humans, well, then you're just special pleading, right? You're saying, you're actually doing, what's it called? Motivated reasoning. Because you have this goal of, I want to sink my mouth into whatever I get from them. And not just your mouth, but you maybe want to wear them or cosmetics. And, even though you realize it's against your principles, you just say, oh, but they're different. They're different. And when you say they're just different, it's just a stupid prejudice. It's irrelevant. It's arbitrary, literally arbitrary. Someone's species, arbitrary. Their skin color, arbitrary. Does not change that they care about themselves, their gender, their sexual orientation. We all still care about living. That's what matters. Lacey, are you over 18? Hello?
Hello.
Are you over 18?
Yep.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No.
What do you understand veganism to be?
I understand it to be just to eliminate the suffering of animals.
No. So it's against the exploitation of other animals. I can't eliminate harm for anybody, right? I can't eliminate anybody passing away or, experiencing suffering. But what I can do, I can be in control of my own actions, right? I cannot demand someone else be exploited for me. Do you think that that's what we should do in life? Is if we can avoid demanding someone's exploitation, we avoid it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So, like, what's
Do
stopping you
you
from living vegan?
so I have multiple like animals like, and I know people who like farm, and basically they let me like help them.
Can you stop
So like
chewing? It's disgusting.
speaking of that, I'm actually eating
Oh,
a
okay.
vegetarian.
All right. I don't care what you're eating. Just answer the question. We're going to move on. If you have animals, don't exploit them. It's that simple. Joshua, are you over 18?
Yeah.
Are you vegan?
No.
Okay, what do you understand veganism to be?
Basically, where you try to, well, you rather don't kill animals and you try and have a more plant-based diet where you're more respectful to animals, I guess, in a way.
So veganism is actually an ethical stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings. I don't want to demand other animals be used for me because they inherently care about themselves as much as I care about myself. So if I lost my ability to be sapient, I don't know if it means to think abstract thoughts or to think about complex things. If I lost that ability,
Yep.
I would still want to be respected, even regardless of my group, right? I would still want to be respected. Do you think that that's the way that everyone should be? Is like, regardless of what you look like and what you can think about, you should be respected?
I suppose, but as me, I work on a farm right now, right? So I work on a farm. Obviously, I have cows, pigs, chickens. What else?
Okay.
We've just
Do
gave
you
birth
think
to
it's
new
moral
calves and
to
that.
farm someone who has the capacity to suffer? And if you do, tell me why.
I believe so, yeah, because we've brought up the human race has came from obviously when, for example, Stone Age times, we've all eaten meat, and you carry on, and I've carried on bringing that up as like my family, and I've grown up around people eating meat, and it's
What's
dead.
stopping you from leaving this conversation no longer using animals?
Well, I do have some crop as
You
well.
have what?
I do have some
Oh, it has
sort of
nothing to do with
crops.
crops. What I'm asking you is why don't you live a life where you see the individuals and other animals and just the bare minimum, you don't exploit them. Don't care if you value them the same. It's that you recognize they feel, and anyone who feels deserves to, at bare minimum, not be exploited.
Well, I suppose I personally think it's a source of getting, for example, what's called protein. I suppose
What's
it's a
called
source of getting
protein.
nutrients in that.
Okay.
No, I don't
Okay.
mean it in any
So
offensive way. I meant what's it called? As in, I forgot. I'm stumbling over my words. I'm a little bit tired
it's
today.
fine. So what you think that because there's protein in animal flesh, it makes it moral to steal their life?
But like I said before, we've all grown up like that.
Well, I'm asking you though, what's going to change for you? Like, do you think that we should continue to exploit animals, or do you think that, they're
Yeah,
okay? So you don't care that they feel?
I do. But
Okay, so how do you
working with all my
respect
animals,
someone while using them without their consent?
that's a little bit different, if you ask
Can you
me.
tell me what that difference is? What do they lack that means they deserve to be exploited?
Well, I reckon animals are meant to be.
What do they lack that makes it okay to exploit them?
Like I'd say moral sense. Like you're saying, oh,
So
why
you're
don't
just
humans go
appealing to
vegan?
intelligence then. You're just saying you're not smart
No,
enough,
hold on.
which we
So
have humans that
basically,
are not smart. So you're advocating
no. So
for
basically, what I'm
intelligence-based
trying to say
respect.
is,
If you can meet my standard, I'll respect you versus someone having the capacity to suffer. Which matters more? Someone's intelligence, someone's capacity to suffer. What matters more?
well, that's again. I wouldn't say again, but that's opinion
So
based.
you think a human who is low cognition, it's okay to exploit them?
No,
Then tell me,
That's not what I'm
what
saying.
is the difference between a low cognition human and other animals that justifies this difference in treatment? What are the animals lacking?
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you this
What
then.
are the animals lacking?
Would they lack the ability to, like, well, I
What are
don't know
the,
really how
remember,
to
the
put it
human
into
with
an
low
name.
cognition? What is the difference between a low cognition human, a human who can't reflect morality, who can't understand complex things? I've seen women a woman in her 40s up like this. She had a caretaker who made sure she was happy, and that's all that she cared about. Should we exploit
Yeah,
that person?
No.
Why? I agree with you. Why should we not, though?
Because it's a person.
Because they're sentient, Joshua. There's someone in there experiencing life, looking forward to the next positive experience, just like you. So tell me,
Yeah,
what is
but
the difference between that human and other animals? Why can't I do this to one, but I can do it to the other?
okay, so you know the way when people say, "Oh, you're gonna die eventually," we let
Humans are
our
going to do the same
cars.
thing. Why
Hold
can I
on.
not do this, but I can do
No,
this?
no. So basically, we let our animals live up to
Dude,
the
are
fullest
you
as
able to have a
possible.
conversation? I just asked you a
Yeah.
question. Can you please answer it?
Oh, sorry. Go again, please.
Why
Sorry.
can I do this to one, but I can't do this to the other?
Well, you know, it's considered murder.
Joshua, what is the morally relevant difference between humans and animals? Just say there isn't one. There
But
isn't
to be
one.
honest,
There's not one. Anything you list makes you an ableist. They're not smart enough. They're not shaped the same. They can't do what I do. All ableism. Or they're not my species. That's like a racism. They all care about what happens to themselves. That's what matters. It's not our differences. It's our similarities.
but like I was saying before,
Joshua, what is
like I was saying
sentience?
before, we
What
let.
is sentience? I need you to understand what we're talking about. You're so focused on your sensory pleasure, you don't even realize you're using babies to get it. What is sentience? What is it? I told you what it was. What is it?
I don't know. Like,
Okay. You need to sit in the chat and listen because I understand that being up on the panel is nerve-wracking. So maybe you can't think and I'm yelling at you, but maybe you need to listen now. Okay. You're not up here. So sentience is the ability to experience life, to have emotions, to want to live to that next positive experience. Where do you come in on that? Why do you have the entitlement to someone else's body who's having their own experience of life? Well, you see, we raise them. I don't care. So did slave owners. Well, we breed them into existence. So did slave owners. Like, what is wrong with you guys? Listen to your logic. It literally is YT supremacy. But instead of just your skin color, you're doing it as a human group. You're just doing human supremacy, which is literally ignorance. You're saying, I don't care that you feel like I feel. I don't care that you inherently want to live like I inherently want to live because you're outside of my group. I now think it's okay for me to do what I want to you. It's terrible. You're the reason why racism exists. You're reacting out of fear of change. It's a human thing, really. But to be an adult is to overcome our natural urges, to have control over ourselves. That's what an adult is. I recognize I like this or I want this, but I have control over myself. When you tell me, oh, I can't control myself, all I hear is you need someone to watch you. Because you can't make decisions by yourself. You're just a lonely little human who's apparently the superior being, but you can't control yourself. It's ridiculous. Yes, you're an animal, but you're an animal with moral agency. You're not the only animal with sapience. There are other animals that think about things and have ethics, but we have our own because we can communicate and share information. Stop being stupid, okay? Stop being a peanut head. Start thinking logically. if it's wrong to kick dogs for fun, if it's wrong to have a dog fighting ring and breed dogs for that because I get money, entertainment, it's a tradition, it's fun. I get to eat the dog afterwards if they get mauled. That doesn't make it okay. It's wrong because they're suffering. If it's wrong to do that, it's wrong to do it to cows, pigs, chickens, fish, goats, turkeys, etc. It's that simple. Yeah, I went off. That's why the bingo card also has vegan statements on it now. All right. Cius, are you over 18?
Yes.
Did I butcher your name? How do I pronounce your name?
It's
Sayus.
Sayus. It's
Okay,
fine.
Sayus. Are you over 18?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you
Yep.
vegan?
No.
What do you understand veganism to be?
Veganism as in unfair treatment towards animals.
I mean, it is it is unfair because that is the definition of exploitation. But I use the word exploitation specifically because it means to use someone unfairly for a benefit that's not in their best interest. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that.
So what's stopping you from living in alignment with that principle?
Well, I think that although animals are sentient, I do think that well, you mentioned earlier that we're also animals. So my question to you is, if animals can, well, if a bear can eat fish, or if a lion can eat a lamb, why can't we do the same?
Okay, hold on one second. Why can't we do the same? Okay. I'm gonna answer your question. I just want to add this quick little story. My grandma, when she was younger, was sitting in her room and her sister busted in the room, slammed the door, and was like out of breath, saying, "Can you get pregnant from kissing a boy?" Sounds silly to us, right? But we were educated. She was not. She didn't even know how it's possible to get pregnant. So when you see other animals surviving out in the wilderness without this information, you can't really blame them for doing what they do to survive that harsh environment because they don't know. We, on the other hand, know. We understand there are consequences to our actions. If we were to pursue an action knowing it's going to cause harm to someone, we should be held accountable for that. That's what a moral agent is. So you knowing that you're causing someone harm and that you don't need to is a big deal. That's why you need to justify what you're doing because you understand what you're doing and you can stop.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll think about that.
Well, would you be willing to at least watch a documentary on your own time?
Yeah,
okay, it's
for
called
sure.
Dominion. You can look it up free on YouTube. It's also on my website. What I like about my website is that you'll have access to other resources. So after you watch it, you can take action immediately. But if you just look up the movie on Dominion, you can come out and DM me or something and ask me any questions. Okay?
Awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming up. I do appreciate honest people. Oh, vegan gays, I see you. I'm not having vegans up for the first hour. I just get a little spicy. I'm already spicy, you can tell. But I just know when I have awesome vegans behind me, I'm gonna get a little spicier. And you're awesome, so I'll definitely get spicy. But I will, in like 15 minutes, I'm gonna bring up vegans. So if you want to request up, then I would love to have you on the panel. I was just trying to give myself that first hour. Maybe once I get warmed up, I'll calm down. Echo chamber. Well, I mean, it's about rights. If someone was advocating against racism, would you call that an echo chamber? Oh, goodness. Little worm. Caterpillar? Is it a caterpillar? It's got little antennae. Caterpillar? Uh-oh. Somebody's got a case of the giggles. Casey. Are you over 18?
Yes, I'm over
Are
18.
you vegan?
I'm
Okay.
21. No.
What do you understand veganism to mean?
Anti exploitation, anti-slavery.
Yeah, exactly.
To all
Yeah.
species.
So why aren't you living in alignment with that?
Again, I'll start by clarifying with my opening statement. You win the ethical and moral standpoint in a debate, an argument, etc.
That's all I'm here for.
This
I'm
comes from
not here to win. I'm just here for the ethics. I don't care about how healthy you want to be and whatever. Like, I just care that you leave the animals alone. That's literally only why I'm here.
But then, what's the appeal to? So I got called out in the comments section for appealing to nature fallacy. What does that mean?
That means that you're saying anything that's natural is moral.
No, I would objectify against that. I would say fighting against nature is pointless.
Oh, it's not fighting against nature. It's saying that calling something natural doesn't absolve it from being immoral. So animals unalive each other, right? That's natural, but it's not moral. It's not moral for us now to imitate that behavior, right? If I felt threatened by another woman, I don't have the right to like destroy her because I'm worried she's going to go after my partner, right? That's what happens out in nature, but it's not moral. So that's what appealing to nature is.
Nature doesn't. But my standpoint is nature doesn't appeal
That
to
doesn't
morality.
matter.
It doesn't
You
base off
are
its
a moral
actions.
agent. You understand there are consequences to your actions. You understand that animals feel that kicking a dog causes them pain and suffering, and it's not fair to do that to them. So if you pursue an action, as I said, that causes someone harm when you don't need to do that, you should be held accountable or have to justify what you're doing. It's called being morally consistent or logically consistent when it comes to respect. When you're, I can't understand you. When you're not logically consistent, you open the door to harmful prejudice, racism, sexism, homophobia. When you say, my subjectivity says this random trait deems this individual lesser, then you should be okay with all prejudice because everyone has a subjective idea of who's okay to respect and who's not. Right? But you have to apply it objectively. Maybe you're subjective, but you have to apply it objectively. Why are you doing it to only this group and not everyone who suffers? Right? You have this motivated reasoning to use them for your benefit at their cost. But now knowing they feel, they care about themselves, and you don't need to use them, what's stopping you from living vegan?
The idea that this isn't built on a natural foundation.
So you
if
are
all
appealing to
civilization
nature. You keep appealing to nature. If you can't stop, we're gonna just.
It's the only argument
Okay,
I'm from.
then we'll stop there. If you can't learn, then I can't help you, right? Like, appealing to nature is literally a fallacy because you're not logically thinking. You're just stating words. I could say, this is moral. A cup is moral, right? Doesn't make sense. Nature is moral. That's just it's a romanticizing. We romanticize nature. And we're like, oh, we need everything that's natural. And no one can tell me why natural is important. Because it's natural. It just sounds like idiocracy. Why does everyone drink Brawndo? It's got what plants crave. Oh, God. Anyway. All right. Claw. Keep an eye on the time here. Okay. Claw, are you over 18? Okay.
Yes.
What year were you born?
1990.
Oh, okay. You just sound very young. Are you vegan?
No, I'm not. But actually, I have a couple questions for you, if you don't mind.
Hold on.
So you say that we're not animals.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page because I've said the definition, then someone comes up and they don't know. What do you understand veganism to mean?
Veganism means that you don't eat anything coming from an animal, but as far as motivation, that's a different story. Some people are vegan
Veganism is an ethical stance against.
Yes, some people are vegans from.
Veganism, I'm just going to tell you, is an ethical stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings. I don't want to demand other animals be exploited for me. Exploitation means to use someone unfairly for your benefit. I just want to make sure our terms are clear because if you start going on some harm reduction spiel, I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. Veganism is not about harm reduction. It's about not supporting someone's direct exploitation. Okay? I just want to be clear. Go for it. Oh, you have to unmute. It's in the middle.
Yeah, so you're taking the moral stance, and I'm saying that everyone has different motivations. Some people are in it for health reasons, other people are in it for moral reasons. I'm not coming from harm reduction, so please don't put
Okay.
words in my mouth.
Why aren't you
But
respecting animals?
well, I didn't tell you if I was or
I did. I
wasn't
asked you in
vegan.
the
You didn't even ask me if
beginning.
I was. You said, "What is veganism?"
I didn't ask you if you're vegan first.
But no, I'm not a vegan.
Oh, usually
No,
I
you
ask your
didn't.
age and then if you're vegan. I apologize. Are you vegan? Okay,
No,
so
I'm not.
why aren't you respecting animals?
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I do have a quick
Why are you
question for
not
you, real
respecting
quick.
animals, or I drop you?
I don't view myself as
How do
disrespecting
you
animals.
respect someone while using
But
them
I
at the same
do.
time?
You did say I could ask you a question, so I do
didn't
have a
say
quick
that.
question for
No.
you, if you don't
I'm not
mind.
going to waste my time with you. You're clearly very rude. You're very motivated to support animal abuse. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to people that understand kicking dogs is immoral. And if you understand that kicking dogs is immoral, then obviously putting a knife in their throat is worse. You're very rude. Biggie, are you over 18? No, you're
Yes.
not. Socrates, are you over 18? Okay, are you
Yes.
vegan? What do you
No.
understand veganism to be?
Veganism is the philosophical ideology based on the belief that like sentient beings hold moral
Well, they have
value.
inherent value, but veganism isn't really even about that. It's just that we don't want to demand someone else's exploitation. We don't use others without their consent.
Mm-hmm.
So what's keeping you from living in alignment with that?
Yes, I haven't been provided with a good argument still, so I'm hoping
Should
that
we
you
kick
can.
dogs for exercise and fun?
From a subjective or
From
objective
your
point of view.
perspective, should we kick dogs for exercise and fun?
Honestly,
Okay, man, I'm
no.
glad we agree on that. Why?
Because I have emotional connection with dogs
Okay, what
since
if it
I
was
had
a
a dog.
cow?
So therefore I don't like them, the idea. In that case, I wouldn't care
You
because I don't have
don't
emotional
care.
connection with it.
You
You're asking
don't
for a subjective
care?
idea.
Get out of here. We're done. Liar. Okay, I have to restart the TikTok because I just got a warning. Suspended. It says I can appeal it. Let's see. Why can't I hit the appeal? Oh, right, it's over here. It's not really clear. We'll wait a second, see what it says. Anyway, yeah, if you're gonna go on the subjective thing, I mean, I just went over this. You can have your own subjective reality, but you have to apply it objectively. You are a moral agent. And when you're not logically consistent, you open the door to harmful prejudice, as I've already said. So you're literally saying, I think it's okay to do it to this individual, but I don't think it's okay to do it to that individual. And if they think it's okay to do it to that individual, that's okay because that's their subjective understanding. But if they subjectively think it's okay to do it to my group, that's not okay. Funny how suddenly you're the victim and it's not okay. Maybe there's something there. All right. I haven't seen anything like appeal denied or anything. All right. Maybe. I hope somebody's getting some really good bingo cards or bingo squares. Oh, maybe. It looks like it's not in the cards right now. There's some connection issue. If you want, you can request back up. Lucas.
Hold on, wait. I'm eating my burger right now.
Vegan burgers are great. I'm glad you're eating that, but I don't want to talk to someone who is munching. Dream. Are you over 18?
Yeah, I am 18. I was born in 2008, January
Okay.
20.
Are you vegan? What do you
No.
understand veganism to mean?
Well, it's mostly eating like plant-based foods. it could be people do it for multiple reasons, you know.
Veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of other animals, those that have the ability to have a subjective experience. Do you think that we
Okay.
should respect other animals?
Yeah. To an
Does my
degree.
pleasure,
I'm sorry, my English isn't the
does
best.
my pleasure justify me doing whatever I want to other animals, as long as I get a lot of pleasure out of it?
Yeah,
So
it does.
you think
Don't kick me. Don't kick me.
bestiality is
No, no, no.
okay?
Wait. So
You
let's
think
talk. Let's talk.
bestiality? Stop.
Let's talk.
You don't need to be patronizing, or I will
Yeah, yeah.
drop you. Do you think
Okay.
bestiality is moral if I get a lot of pleasure from it?
Wait. Can you
When
elaborate?
you
What's that?
diddle with animals, when you penetrate animals.
You mean zoophilia? No, that's not natural.
If you can't understand what I'm saying, then we can't have a conversation. I'm glad you finally caught on. Zoophilia, yes. Cosmica, are you over 18?
I'm 35
Are you
actually.
vegan?
No,
What
of
do you
course I'm
understand
not.
about veganism?
To my best knowledge, it's the movement against some sort of animal abuse. I don't understand it
Veganism
quite.
is an ethical stance against the exploitation of other animals. So I don't want to demand someone who has the capacity to suffer to be used unfairly or without their consent for my benefit. Do you think that's how we should treat others? Or do you think we should exploit those that are vulnerable?
I do think that we should exploit those that are
You do
vulnerable.
not?
I don't have
You
issue
think
with
that we
it.
should not exploit them?
I think that we should
Okay.
do exploit.
You have a good day then. I hope you choke on it. You say, just from that statement alone, that you're okay with exploiting those that are vulnerable? Like, are you guys even listening to yourselves? I don't think he actually knew what he was saying, because he's obviously, this is motivated reasoning right here. I didn't even mention animals yet, and you're already like, I think I do want to lick their insides. Yes. When I said, should we exploit vulnerable, that includes humans. Yes, we should exploit those too. What? What's wrong with you? It's scary that you walk among us. Oh, no.
Hello?
Ali, are you over 18?
This man sucks.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go over this again. Maybe you guys can listen. Veganism is an ethical stance against humans exploiting other animals, animals that are sentient. Go Google sentient. Let's all learn here. The word of the day. Sentience. So sentience means that you're able to experience life. You have a subjective experience, your own version of anything. You have your own version of pain, own version of suffering, own version of joy, pleasure, right? You're a collection of unique preferences. So are other animals. The only differences that you can think of are ableist ones. They look different. They're born from parents that I don't understand. They come from a different place. They don't speak my language. They don't think about the things I think about. Are these really things that matter when it comes to respecting others? Someone who feels? So you got to be over 18 and you got to have some kind of logic. I see that I have 3 reoccurring people I don't care to talk to. Please, if you're over 18, I'd love to talk to you. Oh, goodness, YouTube, I still never gave you the GD link. What is wrong with me? There we go. Must be my B16 running out. My K9. Gotta go get that Elwood's dog meat. What? Oh, it is time. Yes, let me turn that off. Give me 1 second here. I just gotta pull up this. Fix my GD. Oh, it's not. Usually it fixes it. Okay. Come on up, Chip. I'm gonna fix my OBS. Any vegans that do want to come up, you're welcome. I'm still gonna be bringing up non-vegan guests. Where's my little sticker? There it is. Bam! All right. What's up? Good to see you, Chip. I was watching your live this morning. I didn't get to finish it yet, but I have it.
I think you're doing a great job, Anna, by the way. And your rage is completely founded, like it's justified, the ridiculousness of these people. It's so funny that you repeat the definition of veganism over and over. Everybody just comes in here without actually
Isn't that
even,
wild? Every
know.
time, too. I'm like, the person
It
I was
is.
saying it to, they didn't even have the definition. What's up?
Hello.
I'm doing well.
How are you?
Good to see you. Oh, vegan
Good.
gays.
Good.
Yeah, what
Good.
up? Yeah. All right. What's up?
Hello.
Oh my gosh, this panel.
What's up?
I love it. Tuffity, snap your B24 in half, get some B12. That's funny. That's what I do, actually. That's how I get my B12 is I break up my B24s. So
By the way, if you want to bring up Joshua, I think he was the guy who was going to go look up what
Oh, okay.
sentience means.
Does
And
anybody
then
else want
come
to
back.
start the conversation since I already spoke with him? I don't know. I could just start like I normally do. I'll just
I can speak to
okay,
Joshua.
if you
I
want
don't have no
to.
problem.
If you decide you're like, I'm done asking questions,
Yeah.
I'll take over.
Yeah, Joshua, do you understand that animals are sentient? Do you understand that animals are sentient now?
Not completely, if I'm honest. I was a bit confused when I was reading over a few things.
Yeah, so what we mean by sentient is mean that they have an experience of life. They're individuals. You know, if you see a dog, you see them that they have preferences, personalities, they dream, they have emotions, they feel love, they feel anxiety. It's just things that the person feels, and it's the same way for every other animal.
Okay, yeah, so I don't know if you was here earlier. Like I said, I work on a farm, and all
Yeah,
my
but do you
animals.
acknowledge that animals are sentient?
Yeah, so I let all my animals live to their fullest and their happiest
Yeah,
lives.
Joshua,
They live.
sure. But do you acknowledge that animals are sentient?
What do you mean? None of my animals are sentient. Like
Joshua, do you acknowledge that animals are sentient?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so they're individuals. So now, what would make it okay to farm individuals?
Could you elaborate as in what you mean by farm them?
Bring them into existence to use them, and then we can no longer use them, unalive them.
Like I said, when I don't kill them when I can't use them, I kill them when they're older.
Yeah, I'm sure of
Once they've
that.
lived their fullest lives.
Sure. I'm sure of that. But like, would it be fair to farm individuals, to bring them into existence, to use them, and when you can no longer use them, unalive them?
Over a flavor.
What?
Over a flavor, people.
What do you mean by that? Like
For a flavor in your mouth.
that? I didn't say that's why I farm animals.
Why do you farm animals, Joshua?
Well, I was actually on Vegan King's live the other day, and I was actually speaking to him about this. I work on my farm, and we keep the animals.
No, Joshua.
Hold on.
Joshua. I didn't ask you how you farm animals. I asked you why you farm animals.
I was gonna get to that point. I was gonna say.
Yeah, but I don't get for you. Like, I don't need a trip down memory lane. I just need you to explain why you farm animals.
Okay, so I farm animals for my family. But I do not farm animals as in send them off to go and die. I use their products such as eggs and milk. I keep them for my family, or I sell them to the local shops.
Yeah, exactly. So do you think it's fair to treat sentient individuals that way? To use them for their milk, their eggs, and sell them to others? To treat them like property?
Yeah, I suppose so, because it's a living that's happened for millions.
Interesting, Joshua. Sure. So we've been also for millions of years we've been doing the exactly same thing to humans. So would you say it's fair to do it to humans?
No, there's a difference.
Oh, interesting, Joshua. What exactly is the difference?
Well, if you did that with humans, it goes down the legal type of route. And again,
Oh, okay, Joshua, I'm
veganism
sorry.
is
Let
an
me be clear.
opinion. It's not
Just let me be
really.
clear. Sure. Let me be clear. It wouldn't be, we wouldn't be like, obviously, leave the law aside from, right? Like, we don't care about the law right now, the legal repercussions of it. So if you wouldn't have legal repercussions of it and you could farm humans, would you farm humans?
No, probably wouldn't.
Why not, Joshua?
Because as a human myself, that would be going down the legal route, as I said before.
Oh, Joshua. Okay. Well, what if they look like humans, speak like humans, act like humans, but they're in fact not the species humans? Then it would be okay to farm them?
So you're talking like aliens?
No,
As in-
I'm talking about just a different species of hominoids.
Well, I'd say that probably depends on what they serve as a purpose. I probably
Okay,
would
Joshua.
or would not. It
So
depends on the
now you're gonna
purpose.
have to prove to me that you are human. How would you prove that you're human?
I do everyday human things that other humans do.
Oh, Joshua, but we that could also be an individual who's not of the species human could do the same thing, right?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Okay, so for example, if you take a Homo neanderthalis in a modern day, a Homo neanderthalis, it's another species of human. In a modern day, they would be able to do exactly the same things you do. So then it would be okay to, farm them, right?
So another species of human.
Yeah, there were several species of humans throughout on our planet. Yeah.
Is there? Really?
Yeah. Well, there aren't. I said there were. Yeah.
Okay, so there was.
Yeah, so there could possibly be more now. Like we don't know, right? Like we don't identify every individual species. There's a possibility that we have
They
subspecies
have
amongst the
some humans
our
have more
humans.
Neanderthal in them than others. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some
Gorilla.
humans have Denisovans, some don't. So
Gorillas.
Well, actually, could I get to a point of where how do I share my screen?
No,
Not share my screen.
I
Put
don't
up a
want you
pic.
to share
No,
your
no, no,
screen.
no, no. Wait.
So
Okay.
Joshua,
Well,
can you
I was only
explain
going to
to
show
me?
you the
Would
picture
you?
of how my
we don't
animals
need to
live
see
like.
it. Yeah, it's
Oh, nobody cares.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
care?
No. So Joshua, why exactly would you think it's okay to farm the humans that are not?
I didn't say that I would farm
Sorry.
humans.
To farm individuals who look like humans, speak like humans, but are not in fact humans.
I didn't say that I would.
Oh, okay. So it's not okay to farm them.
I didn't say that it is or isn't.
Oh, okay, Joshua. Can you formulate a statement whether it is okay or not okay to farm individuals that look and act like humans but are not in fact humans?
Well, again, that's opinion based, so that could go down any route. So anyone else can disagree with
Joshua,
me, and so on
I
and so forth.
understand. I understand it's opinion based, but I'm asking for your value, your view. Would you think it's okay to farm individuals who look like humans, speak like humans, but are not in fact humans?
It depends on the capabilities of what they could provide, I guess.
Oh, it depends on the capabilities. So what is it that
they could provide if you listened?
That they could provide? Well, you could have free labor. What do you mean? They could do a lot for you.
No, that's not what I use my animals.
No, I'm sure. Well, they could provide exactly what your animals provide: milk, meat, eggs.
Probably, yeah. But like I said before, I don't farm my animals for meat.
Yeah,
I farm
Joshua.
my
But
animals for their
that wasn't the
products.
question, Joshua. Sure. I'm sure you want to speak about how you exploit animals, but that wasn't the question. The question was, if these humans can provide milk, meat, and eggs for you, would it be okay to farm them since they look like humans, speak like humans, but are not in fact humans?
Well, I don't get really what the point you're trying to get at here, really. If I'm
it doesn't matter if you're trying to get what the point is. You probably would have to understand what I'm saying to get the point. It's just a question. And the question, do you not understand the question? If there's an individual who looks like a human, speaks like a human, but is in fact a different species than a human, and you could use them for their milk, eggs, and flesh, would it be okay to farm them according to you?
Like I said, it's not the same species, so I mean, if that's what people want to do, people can. That's probably not what I'd do, but I said people have different opinions.
But you love dogs and you
I have
love
3 dogs, yes.
parrots.
Yeah, I do love my mum and dad, yeah.
Exactly. You're a
So
hypocrite.
would you farm dogs, Joshua?
No, not necessarily dogs, because they don't really have nothing to give, do they?
Oh, they do. They have flesh and they have milk. What do you mean?
Not necessarily the same type of aspect that I was trying to get at, if you like.
Yeah, I'm sure, Joshua. I'm sure you're trying to get somewhere because you're a farmer. You have a financial incentive to go in that direction. But we're just
I also
trying
need
to.
to
We're
put
just
food on
trying
the
to.
table
Yes,
for
yes,
my
yes. Sure, sure,
family.
sure. I'm sure, Joshua. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah,
But we're
I'm
just
sure.
trying to. We're just trying to get you to understand a little bit, right? And
Mm-hmm.
the thing about it is that you are so stuck in your own mindset, and you want to explain to everybody that what you're doing is good. But isn't there a possibility that what you're doing is in fact bad?
Very bad.
Not really. When I'm farming animals,
Not
it's not.
really. Okay. Okay. Well,
Can I
Joshua,
just
it
ask
just sounds
some?
like. Yeah.
Hold
Go for it.
on. She can ask. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I just want to, because I think it's important for people to know. You say that you use the animals for eggs and milk. Is that right?
Yeah, mostly for eggs and milk. Yeah.
What happens to them when they no longer produce or their production wanes?
Like I've been saying for the last time I was on this live as well, the last time that I joined as a guest, I said I let them live to their fullest, no matter if they don't produce milk or nothing anymore. I let them.
So
live
how
to
long? How long do those chickens live?
Well, some chickens can live different ages, but like I said,
Yeah, how
I
long?
let them live to their fullest until.
Yeah. So how long do they live for?
Why? What? So are you like not knowledgeable enough to say that?
Oh, he doesn't know. He's lying.
I'm really not. I'm really not. I can show you exactly where to work.
You said
Yeah.
How long do the cows live for?
Well, my cow actually gave birth at about 2.
No, I'm not asking. How long do those cows live for on your farm?
My cows, well, they're not really that powerful anymore. That's
Wait, we can easily
I said
debunk this.
so. Hang on. How long do your cows live for?
Easily debunk it. Okay. How long do my cows live for? A few years.
Joshua, what did you say?
A few years.
So naturally they would not live a few years. So where do they go?
Well, I let them go to other farms. People come up to me, make offers, and then they take them.
Yeah, so just because I'm the lie detector right now, okay? So what he means is he sells them off to someone else who's going to send them to a slaughterhouse. Isn't that correct?
That's them. That's them doing it,
So-
not me. Not me.
So just okay, Joshua.
They send it.
Hang on. Listen.
Oh,
let's
wow.
just test this. Let's just test this. If I paid, if someone gave me money and they said, "Look, I'm going to take this dog of yours to the slaughterhouse," have I done something wrong in letting them buy them off me?
No, because I know every. No, hold on. I was trying to go no, as in the fact that when
Oh no.
when
As
I
in
said,
not answering the
hold
question.
on,
Joshua,
hold on, no, because
no,
I'm
let me
speaking
ask
now.
you
No,
again.
I'm speaking now, right? I'm speaking
No, Joshua,
now.
just
when
Joshua,
I let my
wait.
animals
No,
off,
because you've lied now.
Oh,
You've lied.
no.
You have
lied.
lied.
No, I haven't. You're not letting me
Yes,
get
you
my point
have. You
across,
didn't
right?
even know the natural lifespan of a cow. You said a few
No,
years.
so
That is
based-
not how long a cow lives for. You are lying.
A few could range, actually. Anyway, like I was
They
trying to
can live
say.
for about
Hold on,
20,
no, because
over
I'm
20
speaking now, right?
years,
I'm
Joshua.
speaking now.
Oh no.
VSL, seriously.
You guys should.
Jesus.
So the only reason I haven't dropped anyone is you should have mod powers. So that's the only reason I didn't drop him. I would have dropped him so long ago. Yeah.
Yeah, the lying. I just wanted to be clear so everyone knows, okay? The reason he wouldn't answer is because he knows the answer. Naturally, I do know the answer. Chickens can live between 12 and 14 years naturally, but they get unalived. Sorry, I have to remember on TikTok. Unalived, a fraction of their lifespan. Same for cows; they live even longer. They can live like 2 decades. Like some cows can live to like 25 years old. He knows where they go.
Yeah.
So he's lying.
He's like, oh, I'm
it's
not
disgraceful.
culpable for it. I just breed the individuals into existence for the convenience of others to exploit. What am I doing wrong? What?
Yeah, and I just loved it when I was like, oh, so if someone paid me so that they could take my dog to a slaughterhouse, would it be wrong? He's like, no. I was like, oh no. He's like, it's like, yeah, you're just trying to find a way to dodge
a bullet
it.
bite.
Genuinely,
Most people would be like, no, that's terrible. You shouldn't do that. Like I've actually used that scenario.
Yikes.
I go to a shelter and I adopt an animal in need, but I'm going to use that dog as a kicking bag later. Like I went through the effort of going to high welfare to get the animal I exploit, you know? Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, just I could just see the cracks. He was just lying
Absolutely.
so hard, and
Let me
just
know
disgraceful.
if you don't. Yeah,
Yeah, well
exactly.
done.
Dubs in the chat
Well
for
done.
vegan gays, please. And please feel free to exercise your mod powers. Leo, I don't think I have you as a mod. I can't add any more mods right now. I literally have 30 mods. But I'll try to see if I can finagle move it. I hate unmodding people because you know, taking away their power. It sucks. Anyway, but everyone else, like Leo, if there is an issue, you can ask me to knock them. But Chip and Vegan Gaze, let me know if you're not able to do your mod powers, because I'm pretty sure I made you both mods. So okay.
I just don't feel
power.
comfortable. I don't feel comfortable doing it. I feel like it's
well, I'm
your
giving you
life.
permission now. How's that? Like, I'm being explicitly clear that
Fair
if
enough.
you're because I didn't want to talk to that person anymore, so that's why I was like, it's up to you guys how long you want to handle them in that situation. Although I will draw the line at 30 minutes today, because I'm not going to handle 30 minutes of torture. I've already done that to others. I don't want to do that again. All right. Okay. So Dreamy, I also already spoke with. Would any of you like to speak with Dreamy? Okay.
Yeah, let's
all
go.
right,
Let's
all
see
right.
what
And remember,
Dreamy's position
30
is. I'm
minutes is
curious.
the hard line.
Since there's
10
nobody
minutes
else.
is really preferable. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Dreamy, are you vegan?
No, I am not vegan.
Okay, so why do you think it's okay to exploit innocent animals for optional products?
Well, because people cannot survive on plant-based products alone.
I'm sorry. Dreamy, I asked you, why do you think it's okay to exploit innocent animals for optional
Well, I
products?
answered you because people.
No, Dreamy.
Yeah?
Whether the products you claim are optional or not is a different concern. What I asked you is it okay to exploit innocent animals for optional products?
Oh, yes, it is okay. It is okay
So it
because
doesn't
we
really
need.
matter whether people can survive on it or not, because you're saying
What do you mean?
regardless.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, sure. But regardless of whether the products are optional or not, you're saying it's okay to exploit them for optional products, correct?
I'm sorry. How's meat optional? Every human eats meat.
Jimmy, sure. You have to use your brain and put aside that position for a second. Imagine that we're exploiting animals for optional products. Would that be okay?
Well, probably not.
Oh, okay. So it's wrong to exploit animals for optional products.
I would say so, yeah.
So if you found out today that you don't need to eat or consume animal products to be healthy, then you would stop oppressing animals.
Well, that's not true because we need.
Jimmy. I'm sure. But it was a conditional. I asked you if.
Are you saying hypothetically?
Yeah, let's say hypothetically.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. So if hypothetically you found that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. Okay, so Dreamy, what type of evidence do you need to see to believe that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet?
Okay, so can we agree that you want to interrupt me?
Google it.
No, Jimmy.
Wait.
I want a response to what type of evidence do you need to see to believe that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. No. You need to give me what type of evidence. I don't need you to.
Well,
you to
the
give me an
evidence
argument.
would be that people would have been eating plant-based diets and would be healthy on them. That's what I would need.
Okay, perfect. So the EPIC Oxford study was done on 500,000 people. And on those 500,000 people, the people on a plant-based diet, not only that they lived longer, but they also were healthier. That's what the EPIC Oxford study outcome is.
But that's not true.
Wait,
No, it's not.
It's not true that the EPIC Oxford study showed that?
Yeah, it's not true because people.
What did the EPIC Oxford? Oh, yeah,
Listen.
Jimmy. What did the EPIC Oxford study say? If it didn't say that?
What do you mean? You just said it. What it said. I disagree with that.
Yeah. Also, you disagree with the conclusion of the EPIC Oxford study, or do you disagree with the data?
Yes, I
of the
disagree
EPIC Oxford
totally.
study?
Can I give you my argument? Why?
Okay, so Jimmy, how do you disagree with 500,000 points of data
Because
when
that's
you know nothing
brainwashing.
about it?
That's
Interesting.
brainwashing.
Yeah, that's very ironic of you to say that.
Yeah, interesting that you don't let me argue. You just keep
Jimmy,
interrupting me.
because
Yeah.
you're
Let me. Can I argue? Can I
Sure.
argue?
No, you cannot. I mean,
Why?
obviously.
So what's the point?
Jimmy, I'm also wondering why it is that you cannot argue, because I'm
What do you
asking
mean?
a simple
Because you're
logical
interrupting me.
statement. Yeah, sure I am. But I'm asking you simple logical statements, right? Like, can you? So I
I'm
provided you with
asking you to let
empirical
me give you
evidence.
my
Sure.
argument.
I
Sure. Let me
provided.
give you my argument, then you
Yeah,
can talk.
sure. So I provided you with
Yeah. Let me
with
give you my
empirical.
argument.
Yeah, you can. But I provided you with a study. Before you give your argument, can you please give a rebuttal to the study? It's done on 500,000 individuals, and it says that the individuals who consumed on a plant-based diet, with over 30 years of data, the individuals who consumed who were on a plant-based diet, they actually lived longer. So can you explain and were healthier? So can you explain to me what's wrong with the data or with the conclusion drawn from this study? And then we'll move on to your argument. You're muted. I don't know if you realize that.
Oh wow, you muted me. Okay. So
Sure.
what I was saying, don't you think that's incorrect? And I can give you why that is.
Jimmy, how do you give a rebuttal to the study, to the data, or the
What
conclusion from the
does
data?
rebuttal mean?
Oh, it means you rejected the conclusion of the study. So that means you must either have a problem with the data or the conclusion from the data. So what problem do you have with the data or with the conclusion from the data? Let's start there. Do you have a
Wrong.
problem with the data or the conclusion of the data?
Simply, it is wrong.
Okay. But what's wrong, the data or the conclusion of the data?
I'm not sure what that means. I'm just saying that's wrong.
Oh, dreamy. But how can we ever debate something when
my English isn't my first language?
Sure. When I provided you with a study, and the study has data behind it and a conclusion behind the data. And what do you think is incorrect? The conclusion or the data?
Yeah, okay. So can you disagree with Arjun's Wonder Planets? Do you know who that is?
Dreamy. Sure. What's incorrect? The data or the conclusion of the data?
The whole data. It is incorrect because people
the data
will not survive longer.
Can you explain to me what's wrong with the data? Let me read it out to you how they
the wrong
collected the
data
data.
is that
Maybe you can
people
tell me
cannot survive on plant-based diets.
Okay,
yes,
can you
they
explain
can.
Jimmy, can you
I
explain
give
to
you
me?
the argument why?
No.
You're just talking
Can you
about some
explain
bullshit. Why does that matter?
Sure. Jimmy,
Can I just say, like, it's a weird thing to say we can't survive. I've been vegan 12 years. So that'd be really weird. I'd love to see the evidence you have that would demonstrate that I should be dead. Can you provide it, please?
So let me ask you first. Do you have black eye circles?
You realise you're making a claim about survival when you're talking about black eye circles.
No.
I don't think you know
Do
what
you?
survival means.
No, listen. When I debate these vegans, they're always
Dreamy,
way more short-tempered than other people because they consume soy.
Hang on. So do you think it's the case that if people eat plant-based diets that they're not going to survive, i.e. they're going to die very quickly?
Well, that's not what I said. I didn't say they're gonna die quickly. I'm saying they cannot survive like in the long term.
So basically it's a claim that you cannot survive long-term plant-based. So how many years are we talking?
Well, you cannot survive. Well, listen. I'm gonna tell you this.
No, Dreamy.
No.
What you're going to tell me?
I will answer to
what
your
you're going to
question.
tell me is how many
I'm gonna
years?
answer. No,
how many
I'm gonna
years
answer.
do I have left as a 12-year-old?
You cannot put in just a number.
He's allergic to questions.
Dreamy, it seems like you can't put a number to very much.
I'm
so
trying
can you just
to
provide
answer.
the evidence that would substantiate your claim, or no?
What?
Can you provide the evidence to substantiate your claim, i.e. the empirical data, haven't finished, or no?
I can.
Okay, provide it. Reference it,
okay,
please. Chip can look it up.
Look up Arjun's Wonder Planets.
So that's a person. That's not a study.
Yeah,
Can you
know that
the
mainstream
study?
data is just brainwashing. You're
Can you
being lied
reference
to.
the data?
Are you the sheep? You believe everything you see on the internet?
Dreamy.
Listen, the data
At
is
least
that people
if I would
survived the
like to
meat for
see an
3,000
empirical
years.
claim
I mean,
substantiated, I'll look at
300,000 years.
data rather than go with vibes. Will you provide the data? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm providing you.
Okay, can you
reference
the study so Chip can look it up, please? What's the title and author of paper?
I don't have it on me right now because I listen.
Why have you come in
Twice,
here
by the way.
saying that vegans can't survive long term, which is an empirical claim, and you're like, oh, I didn't bring it with me. I don't know what it is. Why haven't you got it available so that you can share this information with people?
Listen.
My dad.
If it is the case, Dreamy, if it is the case that veganism is killing people, they're not going to survive. It's quite important, you as the arbiter of truth, to provide that knowledge with us, right?
Yes, I'm gonna
Okay,
provide you.
so can you?
Okay.
You know what?
Okay.
I think you should go find
No.
find
Can I
that
talk?
paper,
Can I talk?
and then you can come back. Yeah.
W.
It's just like it's just so made up. Oh yeah, I've got this. It's not true. It's not the case. Oh, I've forgotten the study though.
So he
Bro.
couldn't debunk the epic Oxford study. He said it's just wrong. He didn't know whether the data or the conclusion from the data is wrong. And then he said he had evidence for his claim, but he didn't have it on him. When pressured about the evidence, he named a person as if that's evidence. It's so funny. Like, oh god.
Yeah, it's really frustrating because it's like it shouldn't even need to get to that level. It's like animals feel. We shouldn't hurt them if we don't need to. Like, we're done here, or use them, exploit
My
them.
dad.
Say it again.
My dad had a heart attack because he was eating animals, and fat blocks your arteries, and he died. And karma rules. I tell him all the time, but he doesn't listen. And now he's dead.
So sorry.
And like, no, but it's like he's really clever, but really stupid at the same time.
My dad was the same way,
Like,
sadly. Yeah. And what's wild is that sometimes when it's our parents, like the ones that are doing this, and it hurts to see them doing it, they're the ones that instilled this ethic in us to not, do things to others that we don't want done to us. At least that's how it was for me. My parents did say that phrase. What if it were you? Don't do that to them. You got to be nice to them. And then I, realized like you're going against your own thing and you're like literally like digging your heels in it. Yeah. It hurts. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Leo. I mean, I understand what you're saying too, but that still sucks. He took himself away from you.
karma.
That's not fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We've got Christopher. He's been waiting a minute. I appreciate your patience, Christopher. Are you over 18? Hello?
Hello, Christopher.
Dang. Well, you were there a minute, so I thought maybe you were patient, but maybe they made the request and walked away. I don't know. Yeah, right.
They go for a nap. They tired of waiting. You're too quick. You're too long.
That was only 10 minutes. That wasn't that long. You guys were really good. All right. White flag. Hi. Are you over
Hello?
18? Okay.
Yes, I'm
Are you
19.
vegan?
No, I'm not, and there's
Okay.
quite
Real
some
quick
reasons
before
to
we
it.
move on, what do you understand veganism to be?
Veganism is the philosophy that we can live healthy without having to hurt other
Close, not
animals.
hurt, but exploit. Harm does fit under that umbrella of
Yeah.
exploitation, but they're not always feeling physical pain, right? It's exploitation that is the real focus. Do you agree that we should avoid exploiting each other?
Yeah, we should avoid it, but if the animals are being raised fairly, I don't see a problem with it.
But you wouldn't want that. You did.
Yeah, but I'm not an animal.
Oh, but you.
Wait,
do, because
sorry.
it's
But
cruel.
humans,
Yeah, what do you think humans are?
well, humans are the apex predators. They're above
It's not
other
a
animals.
conversation about whether or not humans are an apex predator. It's about what you said then we're not animals.
Well, we're Homo sapiens.
Okay, yeah, so that is a mammal, right? Homo sapien? Mammal?
Yeah, but we're
Okay,
on
so
top
that's
of
an
the
animal.
food chain.
That's an animal, yeah?
Yeah, but I use the term animal as in not like the rest of the animals.
Okay, so yeah, you're separating the non-human animals from the human animal. I understand. What would be the morally significant difference between humans and other animals that would justify this sort of situation where you could actually exploit them fairly or use them fairly against their interests?
Well, we have a higher conscience than they do, and if they had the same chance that we do, they would. You think they would do anything differently? Like, you're just basing it off of random assumptions.
Okay, so we've got the two. We're beating them to it by assuming that they do the same, and two, they aren't as smart as us. Is that what you mean by that?
I mean, if you want to argue morals, we can do it, sure. how do you justify your morals? Like, is it objective, subjective?
You're talking about meta-ethics. Veganism is an applied ethic. You don't need to go to meta-ethics to talk
Well, but
about
how do you
that.
justify it then? Why do you apply it if you can't justify it?
I can justify it. We're just not talking about meta-ethics. We're talking about applied ethics. Are you
Right,
wanting to talk about an applied ethic, or are you wanting to go into another chat?
We can talk about applied ethics, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, so the morally significant difference between humans and other animals, in your view, is because we're in a position where we can do it, because that's not a morally significant difference, the one you mentioned about, if they were in our position. So basically it's higher consciousness, is that what you mean?
To a certain extent, yeah, but that's not all of it.
So do you want to list the reasons that justifies using them against their interests?
Yeah.
Okay, what are they?
First of all, you cannot be healthy on a vegan diet, no matter how many...
Can you hang on? Can you so when I asked for a morally significant difference between two entities,
Yeah.
so that's not going to be a morally significant difference between these two entities. So I'm looking for that specifically.
Well, it's about benefiting from them, which you could argue it's more like morally right to do.
We're not talking about morally right. We're talking about the morally relevant difference between two groups.
Mm-hmm.
So say for example, let me help you with an example. So you have a dog and a table. The morally relevant difference between the dog and the table that would justify kicking the table but not the dog is that the dog's a sentient being, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the humans instead of the dog and other animals instead of the table. You're saying we could use those other animals. So I'm asking what it is that's different morally, in a morally significant sense, that would justify using them against their best interests, but not the humans.
The difference is that we can, I wanted to talk to you about morals. You said, applied morals.
Animals
I don't
lack
know where you
that
get the
means
applied
they
morals
deserve
from.
to be exploited?
Yeah.
They lack the same consciousness that we do, and...
Okay, so same consciousness, and you're going to say, and what else?
And they would also do the same thing. Like, you don't think animals
Yeah,
kill
that's
humans?
not a morally significant difference. Do you know what I mean by morally significant difference?
Yes, I wanted to talk to you about morals. You tell me...
So we were talking about veganism, the applied ethics. We're not talking about morals generally.
But where does the right come from? Like, I don't understand.
Why are you going back to where I just told you that's meta-ethics? We're talking about the applied ethic of veganism specifically. Would you like to do that or not?
That's the foundation of your belief.
Do you understand that you don't need to go to meta-ethics to have this discussion, yes or no?
You don't? Well, how else do you justify it?
It seems like you want to have a discussion about meta-ethics. Shall we move on to the next person who wants to talk about veganism specifically?
I don't. He just keeps going to it anyway.
Yeah, it's because, you know why? Just so people are aware, when people do this, they've been asked a very clear question. He understood it with the table and the dog, and then suddenly, when I'm asking, now, we have to go to meta-ethics suddenly, even though we've dealt with that. Just to be...
How's it going?
Sorry, go ahead. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off.
How's it going?
Hello, Miss. Hold on.
Oh, it's okay.
Vegan Gaze, were you done? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was just going to say as well, the same level of consciousness, you don't want to go down that route if you're listening and you think that's a good argument, because that assumes that humans are on the same level of consciousness. They're not. We're all having a different experience. It's a different richness, and it can go in and out of richness, seemingly. We don't want to just be like, oh, here's this level that humans are universally at. I don't take that to be the case. Why would you take that to be the case?
I think differently than someone else.
So,
why would animals be exactly the same as us? We're not even the same.
And 7 o'clock in the morning, I don't think
Same.
I'm conscious.
Yeah, definitely not. Some people in here I know are.
Over a flavor. People
it's terrible.
Grow up.
Hey, miss, I appreciate your patience. Are you over 18?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
19.
what year were you born? What year were you born?
I'm lagging. Sorry. Hold on.
Nah, you weren't lagging. You were answering my questions pretty well.
Yeah.
That's a good go-to, though. Nate, are you over 18?
No.
What year were you
Yeah,
born?
I'm 19. 2007. Not 2008. Sorry.
Ah,
2007
you
even.
gotta
I don't
do
know.
your math
2008.
before you get up here. Lauren, are you over 18? Oh, I can't hear you if you teacup. Hello?
Get back on the app, Lauren. You can't
Yeah.
speak if you're not on the app.
What is the teacup? Does that mean off the
Get
app?
her. Yeah, right?
I'm learning.
Well.
I'm too boomer for TikTok. I need to get
No,
less boomer.
there's still so much I still don't know on TikTok. I just play with buttons until I'm like, oh, I could use that. That's a cool feature. There's so many things that are thrown at me, and I'm like, I have no idea what that does. This feature, what is this?
No.
Christopher, oh, you already up here. Wait,
You're
was he
back,
good?
Christopher.
I don't remember our
They
conversation.
didn't. Remember he didn't. He
fell
he came up and then he didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Christopher.
Yeah.
I just see
Come
a
back,
face
Christopher.
that I
Come
recognize,
back.
and I'm like, oh wait, I don't want to bring you back up.
No, he didn't
Where
say
are you,
anything yet.
Vegan? Oh, there you are. Maybe he's just doing it to take up time. I don't know. Let's see. Are you there?
Hello, Christopher.
Yay! Okay.
Hello.
It is just a TikTok glitch.
Finally.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Are you over 18? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Vegan.
Are you? Yeah.
I am.
No, you carry on.
You said yes, you're over 18?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm
Okay.
34.
And are you vegan?
I am not.
What do you
I'm not
understand
vegan.
veganism to mean?
There's a dietary and a ethical system for veganism, both of which do not permit the use or exploitation of animals as a form of consumption or
Yeah, that's pretty
otherwise
close.
use.
Yeah, it's a stance against exploitation of other animals. Why aren't you vegan?
Well, it feels like today on a dietary level, I've moved away from meat in a lot of ways. It's not completely outside of my diet, but I find it kind of inescapable to be wholly vegan. And I don't know where you live. You have a fun accent. I'm guessing Europe?
Me? I don't have a fun accent. No, I'm just.
Yeah.
That was
Someone had a fun accent a moment ago.
That would be me.
Hello.
I'm a cringe Brit.
Oh,
Disgusting.
I knew it. You sounded like you were across the pond.
Yeah.
And
Some
then,
people think I'm Australian sometimes, but yeah, I'm British.
And then, you're from the U.S. I'm gonna guess Midwest.
No, I'm Pacific Northwest.
Oh, cool. So like
Oh
Massachusetts,
no, more
Maryland.
like Washington, Oregon. Yeah,
Oh,
that's all
other
good.
side. My bad.
I don't even know all
I got
of
mixed
the
up for a second
orientation
there.
of this country, and I, been here the whole time. So, yeah, no judgment.
I don't know why
That's
I
all
thought
good. No
east.
worries.
I went the wrong direction.
Anyway, why aren't you vegan?
Yeah. So I find that it's kind of inescapable in today's day and age. We can't move away from using a lot of animal products either by will or by
I mean,
desire. The dietary choice makes it a lot easier. Choosing not to eat meat or utilize meat products, animal products, excuse me, they're animals.
It's easy. It's easy to be vegan.
it is. Yeah.
But is it?
What is it that you're
Yes, it
struggling
is.
with?
Very easy.
So, are any of you suffering from an illness?
No.
No.
I'm a nutritionist, though.
Okay. So, as a nutritionist, do you work alongside physicians? And do you work with medications?
What does that have to do with?
No, that would be a
anything with
dietitian.
veganism?
But yeah, what does that have to do?
So the exploitation of animals definitely extends into
Yeah.
medicinal testing. And prior to
Yeah. If you
any
don't
kind of
need the
medicine being
medicine,
brought to a
if you don't
human
need
clinical
it,
trial,
don't take it. It's that simple.
right.
Obviously, if you're in a situation where it's like you extremely need that medication and there's no other option, I would want you to take care of yourself, but I also want you to advocate for those that you're now victimizing so that you can survive.
But do we draw the line at we need the medication so we use it, and therefore
No,
we can
we should
justify
advocate
animal
to move
testing
away
as a
from
way
those
to
practices.
create that? Or
You speak up,
how do we
you go
do
to
that?
protest, you write your whoever's in charge.
But in the meantime,
Yeah, I want
people
to.
still need medicine.
I think it'd be worth mentioning Ridgeland Farms actually, and how it's vegans that are pushing the movement. So, do you want to go ahead
So
for
do you know
yourself?
about Ridgeland? They're actually had their court date today, or the activists did.
No, please
So there's a
tell me
testing
more about it.
facility in Ridgeland. I don't know what state Ridgeland is in. Do you guys remember? Doesn't matter. You can look up Ridgeland. It's in the news. But they test on beagles. This is a company that breeds beagles to be tested on. They both sell them to companies to test on, and they test on them themselves. They put corrosive
Evil.
liquids or any materials down their throats and their eyes. They would cut on them without anesthesia. And they did this in the name of science and testing on safety. Do you think that that was right to do to beagles? Yeah.
Absolutely
If you
not.
had the option to not have to support that, wouldn't you say that you should avoid supporting the beagles being tested on?
What is the
They
product they're
sell the
producing?
beagles to companies to test their products to make sure they're safe or to check a box.
Oh, so it's kind of like
It's called
a lab
Yeah.
beagle situation. They don't
No,
necessarily
they do.
do
They
the
do
testing
both.
on the
They
beagles.
do
They
both.
breed the beagle. Oh, they do both. And ultimately, a lot of their testing has to do with you said cutting
So
them
they'll
open. Is that like a neurological
Or your
test, or
eyes and
So
things.
what
the
does that
cutting
pertain to?
part was because they keep the dogs in cages, and beagles often get infections in their glands in their eyes. And instead of giving them anesthesia to treat them,
Mhm.
they would just take a pair of regular scissors and cut them out. Because the dogs are a product, they're not a
Hmm.
someone. So if they're not, if
That seems
exactly
like
because
unethical
they're a
treatment,
someone, right?
not
They're a
something that
someone.
was.
So when it
Uh,
comes to your
well,
point, the whole reason we're talking about this is because you're saying vegans are okay with testing on animals when that's not the case. Vegans were the ones that went into that facility and took the beagles out.
well, that appears to be a very fringe
Okay,
case. That's like
go
a
ahead.
But
PETA
I
argument.
also, 1 second, Christopher. Why do why are we talking about this? Like you consume animal products,
What
don't
was
you?
your initial What was your initial your claim? What's your prompt?
You
Why am I
consume
not
animal
vegan yet?
products, don't you? Yeah, but you consume animal products, don't you?
Well, yes, I do. I
So
put
how is that
gasoline in my
justified,
car
knowing
as
that?
This
well.
is called an appeal
Yeah, yeah.
to
So how is that
futility.
justified, knowing that you don't need to?
I put gasoline in
Yeah,
my car so I can go to work so that I can continue to
sure,
eat.
sure,
I
sure,
garden at
Christopher.
home.
But how is any of this justify you paying for animals to be exploited for optional food?
I'm sorry. Say it again one more time.
How is any of this how does any of this justifies you paying for optional food that exploits animals?
Any of what? Any of what I've just said?
The
You said you
victims.
consume animal products. Yeah,
Yes.
and when you consume animal products, you pay for animals to be exploited, and you can choose
Right.
to not consume animal products and thus not pay for animals to be exploited. So
Over
how is this any of this justified?
a taste.
And by majority, my diet is, let's approximate 85% vegetables
You're
and
still not
fruit,
answering the question.
Yeah, yeah,
15%
but like
animal products.
50.
But
We
wait,
don't
no, I'm
care what
getting
you
to it. I'm
eat.
getting to it.
We don't care. We want to know why you think it's okay to
Yeah.
still do this to animals.
Yeah.
The propagation of those decisions is along the same ethical guideline that I follow, my practices regarding
Why
other
aren't you
choices
vegan?
or other issues in life.
Jesus
You
You
Christ!
would
can't
Like
answer
want
he's
that.
questions.
yeah, yeah. You're a professional dodger, man. Like you're being
How
asked.
is
Let's
that a
say you
dodge?
buy. So
How is that?
let me make it simpler for you, Christopher. You go
Mhm.
to the supermarket and you buy meat, right? You do that. Even if you do it once a month or once a week, you do that, right?
Sure.
Okay. When you do that, you pay for an innocent animal to be exploited to death. You acknowledge that, right?
Mhm.
How do you justify doing that, knowing that you can choose to not do that?
Yeah. Simple.
That one choice. I'm not asking every choice, just that one choice. How do you justify that one choice?
I guess it's just a preference.
It's just a preference. Do you think preference justifies the exploitation of non-human animals?
I think some preference justifies the exploitation of animals for gain. Yes.
For what? For like a benefit?
Right. I guess in that case it would be vitamin B, B12 to be specific.
No, you can get B12 in other sources. You don't need
You
to
can get it
exploit
from
and kill
supplements,
animals.
but where do you get the B12 that's put into those supplements?
The same place you get it from the animals, because animals get it from the same supplements. But Christopher, what exactly justifies you exploiting the innocent animal to death?
Diet and health.
Yeah, but you can get diet and health, like again, in that particular scenario, you can live perfectly healthy. You can choose any food, anything else. You can choose tofu, you can choose tempeh, or you can choose a plant-based meat, and you wouldn't be oppressing an innocent animal for it. So what justifies you choosing to oppress an innocent
I
animal?
actually do like plant-based meat. Like as soon as we come up with some lab-grown meat and done
Justifies
some
you
other
doing
pasta,
this
pasta
other
meat
animals?
style.
Can you please answer the goddamn question, or I drop your ass?
Over
I mean,
us.
Well,
Taste in your mouth.
I want to hear his answer.
I mean, feel free to drop me.
Good.
I've
Okay,
already
we're done
said
here.
it's
You were up here long enough. Like, good God, dude.
I just think it's annoying how someone brings up something that's very much out of our control, like medicine. We're vegans are the ones who are like in Richland, they were the ones who smashed the windows, got the beagles out. Like it's the vegans doing that. And it's so weird because it's like, why are the beagles in there? Because people think other animals are objects.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's my personal preference, really, even though I have a choice right now, very easily, to just not do that. I'm just not going to do that. And then we wonder why beagles are having things dripped into their eyeballs or their brains cut open. We wonder. It's not very shocking, actually, at all.
But he puts gas in his car, so it's okay.
Good lord.
Yeah, that was frustrating. Yeah.
Moron.
But yeah, animals are not objects. And the beagle situation, the reason the beagles are in there, as Vegan Gaze just laid out, it's because we're seeing someone as a something. And a thing doesn't have welfare needs. So you just get through the day and get through it quickly and as cheaply as possible when you're a company. And if the object needs to be cut the object. Let's go. Right? It's terrible. All right. Let's get DMC up here. Oh, dang it. I'm trying to move a little sticker, but it won't let me. There. My train was off. Hey, DMC, are you over 18? Okay, are you vegan?
I am.
What do you understand
No.
veganism to be?
The unnecessary exploitation of other sentient beings.
Yeah. Why aren't you vegan?
Okay, so the primary reason I'm not vegan, it's a bit of a complex answer, but try to put it simply is, firstly, I believe that, I think when we compare like animals' existence and suffering, I don't think it's good to compare it to humans. I think
Why?
we should compare it to other
Well,
animals.
humans are an animal.
Let's say like yeah, but we're
What
humans
do
as well.
humans
We're a
feel
specific type
differently?
of animal with our unique sentience and. We have I would argue that because we have a hypersentience, we are definitely more sensitive to pain.
Yeah,
What's a
this
hypersentience?
is literally an appeal
I
to
believe we're more
intelligence,
sentient.
right? Not everyone is intelligence.
How can you prove that we're more sentient? I'm sorry. I'm just like, I want to understand what hypersentience is. How can you prove that?
Okay, I'll explain. Do you accept that insects are less sentient than humans?
No.
You don't think
Sentient
insects
is
are
an
less sentient
on-off.
than humans?
No.
Okay, do you think that insects are conscious?
Yeah, so sentience just means that they have an experience of life. Do you understand that? It doesn't.
Yeah, but I would argue.
Not a question on how rich. It's not a question on how rich an experience is. And if you ask about how rich an experience is, then surely you should think that a lot of animals have a richer experience. For example, dogs can smell and hear from far away, so that means that their world, not only that they see the same world as we do, but they also have a richer experience when it comes to smells and sounds. Birds can see infrared light. Like, I just fail to see exactly what it is that you think makes humans experience better? Is it just intelligence? Because that doesn't make the experience better, just makes it different.
I actually think
Yeah,
it's
so
important to, it's weird framing at the moment. You do acknowledge humans don't share the same level of sentience per individual, right?
that could be true. Although there is, I would assume that we're kind of like there is kind of a base level of it that we all share with each other of consciousness.
Well,
I would
I
say.
need to see evidence for that. But basically, you
I
wouldn't
mean,
think
I would
that,
need to
like,
see
say if
evidence, and I
yeah,
could argue that I would need to see evidence that animals, have the same sentience. Like these things are very hard to track.
no, basically, I don't think we even need to go there. I think I just need to ask you if a human had, you could measure it, and they were marked to have the same level of sentience as a cow. Would you think it's justified to use them and send them to a slaughterhouse for like clothing or a lampshade or something? Would you?
No, I wouldn't.
No. So we don't even need to go down here then, because it wouldn't justify it in the human context, even if they didn't have that thing. So what is it about other animals that justifies, breeding them into existence to use them for our interests against theirs?
Right. Okay. I would love. This was kind of one premise within the broad argument. I would love if I can kind of like try as quickly as possible to bring out like my belief, and then we can kind of reflect on everything. Is that okay?
You wouldn't want that.
I think because we have limited time, I'd be happy to talk to you in depth about it. But the thing
It
that
wouldn't take
you've
long.
presented right now,
It'll be like 1 minute. It'll be like
well,
1 minute.
I just think, because I think I believe I did ask a question. What would be the actual morally significant difference between humans and other animals that would justify?
So I'm going to explain that. Is that I believe that if veganism were to happen, it would pretty much render.
Yeah, DMC, sorry to cut in, but that's not a morally significant difference, and I can already tell.
You haven't heard what I have to say, with respect.
No, I know. Right,
I would
say
love
it,
for you to kind of hear my argument, and then you can.
Significant difference. Unfortunately.
How do you know? How do you know what I'm about to say?
Because the first part of you said was not a difference between humans and other animals. It was going on about how we.
It is, because I would argue that there's no threat to human existence.
Yeah,
there is a threat. There is a threat to farm animals' existence if veganism were to happen.
Wait, sorry, what? It's a threat to farmed animals.
Which means that
because we enslave them,
because pretty much,
so
if veganism were to be the practice, I'm saying if veganism was to be practiced, that would pretty much render farm animals as a species extinct. There'll be a couple of them in farms.
I understand. So, the reason you're not vegan is because you want to save animals? Is that your...
It's because I believe that farm animals have pretty much the best life if you look at overall nature. A free range, I agree, factory farming is disgusting. A free range farm animal has the best
DMC.
animal in nature.
Yeah, DMC.
And it's a good trade-off for them.
DMC, just chill for
to
a second.
exist.
Yeah, listen, you are assuming that when a chicken gets thrown into existence by a human, if they didn't get thrown into existence by a human, they'd be out in the wild. We breed them into existence. It doesn't work like, they'd either be here or there. That's a false dichotomy. Secondly, just to be clear, have you heard of the turnspit dog?
Sorry, I just got a call. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, so that's a false dichotomy, because it's not the case that if we don't breed them into existence, they are then magically in existence in the wild. So that's a false dichotomy.
I agree with that, but
okay, so we can reject
you.
that one then.
No, because the only way for them to exist is if human bred them into existence.
Yeah, so what I asked, because you were on a call, is have you heard of the turnspit dog?
The what, sorry?
The turnspit dog?
I haven't.
So this turnspit dog, they were a dog who was specifically bred and used to push a spit. They were in a wheel all day, and they were just running and running and running so they could turn a spit roast that was spit roasting another animal. They don't exist anymore because we don't exploit them for that purpose anymore. But dogs still exist today. So it would be my preference, and I don't know about you, that if you have two worlds where they are used in this way, or they just don't exist, they never existed, there's nothing to mourn because they weren't even a thing, I would much prefer they weren't a thing and being used by humans. Would you prefer we brought the turnspit dog back so that they could exist and we could use them?
If they have good lives, then I don't see the issue with it.
I think we're done here. I think that's pretty disgusting, to be honest with you.
Psycho.
He'd be happy to bring back a dog to be used who doesn't even exist. I don't know how people pass this out in their brains. I think they're so, because they exist, they can't think of non-existence. You can't mourn that of which doesn't exist. It's a physical impossibility. But you want to like push people into existence just so they can be used for your purposes. And you pretend, oh, it's better that they exist and have a good life. And that's pretending that it's a good life to be exploited by somebody else, have your babies taken away from you, be mutilated, all these things that we actually do to animals, even in these fairy tale scenarios.
Makes me think of that veil of ignorance thought practice. I don't know what to call it, but the veil of ignorance, you guys know it, that if you're to create the world and it had to be, you get to decide who gets to be treated fairly and who's not fair or not treated fairly, and you don't know what body you're going to be in. Oh, thank you, David. Oh my God. It's a little otter. And you don't know what body you're going to go into. What kind of world would you create? Would you make it unfair for some, knowing that you might end up in that body? Or would you make it fair for everyone? Because you don't know where you'll end up and you want to be treated fairly. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Vegan Gaze. Dubs in the chat. Vegan Gaze is awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll have to
Leo.
go.
Well, thank you for being up
Thank
here.
you.
Oh, bye, Leo.
All right,
Bye,
you have a good rest of your day.
Bye, Leo.
Bye bye.
I'm sorry that we didn't. All right.
I'll have to go
I appreciate you guys
soonish.
being up here. Oh no,
Oh,
exactly.
no.
No, well, you've been up here a while though, so I get it. Yeah, an hour's a long time. It has.
Has it been an hour? Damn. I have been like working
Well, see,
as well.
then you're at least being somewhat responsible, right?
Yeah.
I love it. Well, this is work too, actually. What am I saying?
Oh, dude.
So, all right. Hey, what's up, Vegan Travel?
It is well.
I'm doing.
How are
all right.
you?
Hello.
Hello.
So were you talking about dog breeding? I got in the tail end of that.
I actually totally forgot what the last conversation was, even though we were just talking about it.
Yeah. The crux of the argument is they wouldn't give a morally significant difference, and that they would have a preference that animals be exploited as long as they're somehow being treated nicely, than not like be put into existence.
So it wasn't. So I'm still trying to understand. Was he talking specifically about something?
Vegan Gaze brought up
like
the turnspit dog. That's where that part of the conversation came in.
Yeah.
Turnspit dog.
The turnspit dog is they were used as a dog, I think in like the Victorian era or maybe earlier. I'm really bad with history.
I only learned this from you too. This is awesome.
Yeah, they were this specific they were this specific breed of dog who were used to turn a pit. That's what they were made to run inside a wheel all day, and if they became too exhausted or became you know similar to a dairy cow, they can't be used anymore, they were killed. And they don't exist anymore because spit roasts could be turned automatically.
Oh, like a spit, like turning a pig, a roasted pig.
Yeah, a spit roasted pig.
And they used a dog to turn it.
Yeah.
How come I didn't know this stuff? I know all my dog history.
Yeah, they have a different name as well sometimes. So maybe you know another name. No, they were in the UK, and yeah, they kind of looked like a little dachshund or a dash hound.
Wiener dog, as those Americans call them.
Wiener. Yeah, if you look up turnspit dog, you'll see there's actually a taxidermied one in like a museum. And yeah, they're extinct now. But I think they're a good example because like, oh, animals will go extinct. It's like, well, dogs aren't extinct. You know, they still live around the world.
Yeah.
Yes, they are reliant on us because we've domesticated them to be quite reliant on us. But yeah, like if we stop breeding cows into existence, their ancestors don't magically poof away.
Right.
It's just this pretense that we're doing them some sort of favor by preserving them, even though like billions don't even exist
There's
yet.
some conversation we said that when we try to preserve someone's species, it's not for their sake, it's for our sake, because we like to see them. but it's clear they're not surviving their environment,
Yeah.
right? They need, and usually because of us. Yeah. So it's like if we just stopped invading their spaces, maybe gave them back some of their land, maybe we could.
I used to, back in the 80s, I would say to people, I worked at an animal shelter and I said, you know what? I'd be happy when I don't have a job anymore.
Yeah,
literally.
exactly. There's
no. And people would get really upset with me. What do you mean? You don't want dogs and cats? Well, yeah, I wouldn't have to worry
There's
about
no
them anymore.
suffering in non-existence, as Vegan Gaze has already said.
Yeah, it's not fair to make individuals reliant on us, especially when we betray them and fail them
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. I mean, just birthing them into existence
So-
with that handicap on purpose, we've already failed them. So sad. All right. Well, if you guys drop out while I bring up the next one, or if you're leaving out, I just want to say thank you so much for being up here. I'm going to bring up the next guest, and you're welcome to stay. Or if you drop out, I hope you have a great vegan day. Yeah. Oh, please go follow all the vegans, actually, before we move on. Everyone up here is awesome. Also, oh my gosh, who was up here? I already brain farted. It was, oh my gosh, who was up here? Leo, thank you. Leo, go follow Leo. Go follow Vegan Gaze. Follow that chip guy. Follow Vegan Travel. All great activists. They're posting. They're on lives. Vegan Travel, are you on YouTube?
Follow Vegan Stoner Lady.
No, I'm not on you. I have a YouTube thing, but it's not very active. It was active a couple
Well,
years
just follow
ago.
Vegan Travel here on TikTok and Vegan Gaze and that chip guy.
Facebook.
Oh, and Instagram?
I'm on. Yeah, it's under green. So this is my
right.
personal page for my political stuff. I have Green Earth Travel 2, which is on TikTok, and then I haven't been posting much lately. I need to get back into that. And then Green Earth Travel on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, if you want to travel the world and you want to figure out how to do it plant-based, Vegan Travel can help you with that, with the Green Earth Travel 2 or Green Earth Travel on Instagram and YouTube. Awesome. All right. And then, like I said, Vegan Gaze and that chip guy, they are on all the platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Please go check them out. They both do great long lives and they talk with their audience and you can ask them a lot of questions. So they want to help. Awesome. We'll go ahead and move on. And yes, please do follow Vegan Stoner Lady. I'm also on all platforms. And also please follow Anti-Animal Use. We do street outreach every other week. And it's a group of us all in the same area asking our neighbors about respecting each other and seeing if they're actually living in alignment with that respect that they demand. So anyway, appreciate y'all. Let's move on. We've got nobody.
Wait, I see 4 in the wait.
What?
I see
Oh
4
yeah, I
requests.
have multiple requests. Yeah.
Okay.
I just brought up one of them though. Yeah. Hey, nobody,
Okay.
are you over 18?
Yes, I am 40.
Are you vegan?
Oh, no.
All right. What do you understand veganism to be? Hello? Are you there?
Looks like he must have
How
had a
about the
problem or something.
previous person?
When you said nobody, I have nobody. I'm like, yes, there are.
That's what you meant. I was so confused. I'm like, what? No. That's so funny. That was really
Isn't
good.
that funny?
That's funny. It was.
The timing was really good.
Yeah.
Come back
Oh,
up,
I got
nobody.
What are you talking about? There's lots of people. That's so funny. Hey, Steph, are you over 18? Okay.
Yeah,
Are you
19.
vegan? What year were you
No,
born?
I'm not. 2007.
7.
Yeah, think about that one for a moment, didn't he? It's too young. I mean, I can see if I did that, you know.
But yeah, when you're younger, especially when you're young, you're always like eager to get to your birthday and celebrate and have fun. Hey, buddy, Awful, are you
That's
over
right.
18? Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Hi, are you over 18?
Hello,
I can.
can you hear me? I am indeed. I am
Perfect. Are you
35.
vegan?
Is it? Can you hear me okay?
It
It's
is
kind of
windy. I
windy where I
can hear
am.
the wind. As long as you mute in between when you're talking, I don't think it'll be a problem. It's not too loud.
Okay.
Oh, it
Let's see
should
if I
be
can
just
figure
that
out how
middle
to
button.
mute.
Looks like a microphone. You just tap it and untap it.
Oh yeah, there we go. Cool. Yes, I am vegan.
Awesome.
I am vegan
Real
indeed.
quick, just to make sure, what do you understand veganism to be? No
I was
worries.
gonna, it's very windy.
Oh, it's okay. You can try to talk. I think we can understand you. Oh, I don't know if you know you're still muted. You're still muted. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Sorry, that was perfect timing. I'm just walking my little doggo pal, and there was another dog, and he does not enjoy the existence of other dogs. Veganism. I'm just against all exploitation of both animals and, well, yeah, human
Anyone
and
who's sentient.
non-human animals across the board.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yes, exactly
yeah.
that.
What's up? Well, it's cool to meet you. I love meeting vegans, like real vegans out in the wild.
Well, that's why I kind of wanted to. I've been listening for a little while, and I wanted to pop in, say hello, see how you're doing.
I love it.
Yeah, just think you do a great job, and
Absolutely. Yeah. If you ever want to be on the panel and advocate for abolition of animal ag, you're welcome up here because I love having abolitionist vegans up.
That's me.
Yes. What?
Yeah.
Real quick. Do you think being
anytime.
vegan is
I'll
difficult?
just see. Yeah, go.
Okay.
No, God no.
What was it
Super
that like
easy.
made that final click for you?
Well, I shall tell you. Basically, I grew up vegetarian, so my parents raised me vegetarian, and then slowly learnt obviously what was happening in the dairy industry. But in the UK, we have this thing called we have it like dairy triangles, like laughing cow cheese. Yeah, and then I was eating it. Mostly, I was eating it because I was like trying to lose weight and build muscle. I was like, oh yeah, low fat dairy, that's the kind of stuff you need. And as I was eating, I was like, this cow isn't laughing. This cow is not happy.
Wow.
And then I just stopped from there.
That's a unique epiphany. I feel like people don't, while they're eating cheese, have that epiphany because the dopamine is just so strong. That's amazing.
Yeah, I just think it's also like I just ate so much of it, and blue cheese was something that I was really into, and I think I just got to a certain point where I was like, oh, you know what? I know what it tastes like. I've had it 1,000 times. I don't need it anymore. I'm just being a baby.
You can find some excellent blue cheese nowadays that's vegan. In fact, I think like there was a blue cheese who won a cheese award, and they were disqualified when they found out that they're vegan.
Yeah, I keep telling people about that.
Yeah, so you have some pretty good options for blue cheese because actually a lot of the taste doesn't even come from the animal product in that situation. It's just the fermentation process.
Well, that's it. And then also I was kind of like, my taste buds just changed. So I was like, I don't miss it. And now if like I get like a whiff of it or something, not for everyone. I can still understand some people still like liking the smell or taste because it just is what it is. But but they won't consume it or demand it because of the ethics. But I'm just like, nah, it just doesn't appeal to me anymore.
Buddy, you're amazing. I'm really glad that you came up here. I gave you a follow back. Do you want to hang out up here or?
Awesome. Yeah, well, I'm just about to cook some dinner, so I might just be in and out, but I am there. So yeah, but if I don't come back, just want to say I think you do a great job, and I think you inspire a lot of people, and just thought I would come up to say that.
I appreciate that, really. I love that all of us vegans really come together to support each other. It's a lovely community. We have some, obviously we're all human, so we have some bad people too, but the community is really great. So thank you for coming up here. Okay, I'm gonna just move on to the next guest, and you're welcome to unmute and mute whenever you have something to say.
Awesome, yeah, you do you.
All right. Tony. Let's see what time we're looking at here. Okay, I'm gonna be up for another 45 minutes. Oh, Tony. Nope, I guess no Tony. Walter. Hey, Walter, are you over 18? I'm so sorry. I can't help
Damn.
you up here if you're not 18. I know it sucks. I remember being under 18. I had a MySpace. That shows my age. But I had a little timer on it that said when I was going to be 18, and then I put a timer on it when I would be 21 because I was just so eager to get to those milestones. And now I look back at that, I'm like, that was so silly. But I understand that feeling of like, that's not fair. You know, I have things to say. I have an opinion. I have thoughts. So I get it. But it's just not safe.
At least he
Yeah.
was honest. He was honest. Well, he could have said, "Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I am. I'm."
Yeah, no, I really do appreciate the honesty. That really does make you a cut above the rest. So thank you for that. If you can, put your thoughts in the chat, and someone that's in there will definitely answer them, because we definitely want to answer honest actors. Like if you have a true, honest question, something's holding you back, we want to answer that, because the animals need this. It's urgent. Like every second, they're losing everything. So we got to act now. Hey, Batata.
Hello?
Batata. I think I said that right. Batata. Okay.
Yeah, batata.
Are you over 18?
Yeah, that's,
Awesome. Are you vegan?
yes.
All right. What do you understand veganism
No,
to mean?
I am not. People that are against
Yeah,
exploitation
excellent.
of animals.
Nice. You're like, I think the second or third I mean, we had some vegans also that said it really well, but you're like a second or third non-vegan that actually got the definition. Yeah. So what's
Thank you,
stopping
thank
you
you.
from living in alignment with that principle?
It might be like an egotistical view, but no, meat is tasty. Yeah. Also, and not everybody has the options to like eat plant-based
Do you?
meat or tofu, or I don't know what else you guys eat every
Do you
day.
have access? Could you go vegan if you wanted to?
I could go vegan, but it would take a lot of how do you say a lot of planning and dedication.
Do you think that if you found out you had access to all the resources and it really wasn't that, like maybe you had to spend 20 minutes one day learning how to re-eat and a month of practicing those new habits, do you think that that's harder than the animal walking into the slaughterhouse?
I mean, yeah,
Well,
meat is
who
highly
has it harder
demanded.
though?
You can find it
You
anywhere.
needing to spend 20 minutes to figure out how to, make small changes in your life? Or is it harder to be walked to your death? Who has it
Can you
harder,
repeat?
you or the cow? You having to change your habits so you don't demand their exploitation, or them having to go into a slaughterhouse so that you don't have to make change? Who has it harder?
Even though if I make that change,
Who has it
I
harder?
don't have access to
Who has it harder?
these types of food.
Okay. As long as
They
we can
have
agree
it
on that.
harder, okay,
Yeah.
because they're being killed.
So I
I don't
asked you
have
earlier, can
access
you go
to
vegan?
these
And you
types
said
of.
yes.
I can, but you're not. Sorry, but you guys live
Where
like
do
in
you
a
live?
I live
Where
in the
do you
Middle
live?
East right now.
Okay. Do you have access to chickpeas?
Yeah, it's we're just before you start talking. The Arabs are known for being they eat a lot of vegetarian
Chickpea.
foods and
Yeah.
also mix meat a lot.
Yeah. Do you have access for tofu?
Yeah, but not everybody. It's expensive tofu.
No, it's cheaper. We're in the Middle East. I can look it up the price for you.
Lebanon.
There's some really good influencers out there that you can look into. And one of them is the Cheap Lazy Vegan. And she has a lot of recipes that are inexpensive. There is one guy who is not vegetarian, but he always finds meals for under $5. And he did one on vegan. And his name is I don't know if you know this guy. That Mo. His name is Chef Mo.
Yeah, okay, I think I know him.
But look for his vegan. He did one on vegans he made a really good recipe. It was under $5 US dollars.
Okay, but a lot of food also is fried over there. A lot of the vegan options are fried.
But you know veganism is not a diet, right?
It's a yeah, I know it's a way of thinking.
It's a way of acting.
Well,
It's a
it's
way
more
of
than that.
respecting.
It's the non. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like we don't go to zoos or circuses or any hotels that have enclosed animals for entertainment. We don't use any toiletries or makeup or shampoos that have tested on animals. We don't wear clothes that are with animal products or byproducts in them, like leather and wool and silk.
Don't you think
So,
that's a lot of waste of resource?
what do you mean?
Like people go out of their way to make new products only for the vegans, even though we already have these
No,
products.
but it's not only for the vegans. There's a lot of people that can't. I didn't like before I became vegan. I did not like wearing wool. It was too itchy. So it's not just for the vegans. I mean, now they have like, for instance, my car has mushroom leather seats instead of regular leather. They make. I just saw something the other day in VSL. You might know about orange leather. There was a purse made out of orange leather. Like they can do anything, and it's just as good, if not better. It's actually better than wearing
There was someone.
animal leather.
Yeah, but imagine the people living like in Siberia. They need wool and stuff and fur, like
Not
warmth and
no,
stuff.
you don't. There's so many alternatives right now. Like if you go to a hotel, most of the hotels don't even use wool blankets anymore. But if they do, they have alternatives, or feathers. A lot of
Yeah, but
them
that's
use feathers.
the big companies and
It's not
things.
big. Yeah, but you're talking about. I mean, I'm even talking about small bed and breakfasts. I'm not just talking about big hotels. A lot of them
Imagine
have.
local people
Why are you
that live in
debating
local.
with me on this? Why aren't you trying to learn?
Well,
I'm trying to
learning. I
give you.
know.
I'm trying to tell you that there are alternatives for this, and you're saying but. So just listen. I'm trying to tell you that there are alternatives to these things. You don't need to use them anymore, and it's not just for the big corporations.
Okay.
Also, I looked
I
up
totally understand
in
what you're saying.
Lebanon. I looked up in Lebanon, and tofu is indeed expensive, but TVP or soy chunks are cheap, and
What's
they are
TVP?
very. They're a form of soy chunks. They're like
I
dehydrated
love.
soy protein,
I
Don't
love.
you
and
think
they're
soy is like? Isn't like soy proven to be like bad? No, they have like negative effects on you or something like that. I'm not sure.
oh no,
I'm not
no, they
sure. I said
don't.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, they don't. So you can find it's cheap, it's healthy, and you can choose to not oppress animals. And instead of going down the route of debating every product, I already debunked one claim you have that in Lebanon you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. You can be within your price range. So why would you still choose to exploit innocent animals, assuming you would have the guideline on how to be vegan?
Can I explain?
If it's about why you choose to exploit innocent animals, if you choose to answer the question, sure. Not
What's the
about if you
question?
keep
Can
talking
you
about
repeat?
products. Sure. So knowing that you can be healthy and within your budget on a plant-based diet, and assuming you would have a step-by-step guide on how to do it, why would you still choose to exploit innocent animals?
Because some people don't have access to like the stuff you're saying.
No,
Okay,
you do. You do.
Okay, I have access. Okay, I'm
Yeah, so why would
a
you still
fraction
choose
of
to
the
exploit in it?
population.
So why
I'm a
would you
fraction of the
still choose?
population.
Yeah, sure. So why would you still choose to exploit animals? You.
First of all, meat. It's become engraved like with the thing we eat every day. Like you can't
What is
just
that?
go.
Why? Because it's a habit.
It's not habits. It's ingrained in us. We're how do you say?
Yeah, that
Like we
sounds
eat.
like a habit. Yeah.
How do you say the word where they eat vegetables and meat? Omnivores. We're omnivores.
Yeah. So that none of that matters because, as I just explained to you, Batata, you can be healthy on a plant-based diet. It doesn't matter whether you can digest both plants and animal products. If I explain to you, if you have a step-by-step guide on how to be healthy on a plant-based diet within your budget, why exactly would you still choose to oppress animals?
First, okay. Sorry. Let me. Can you? Sorry. I stutter a lot. Sorry. Can you repeat?
Yeah, so if you can be healthy on a plant-based diet, that means you don't need to consume any animal products. And you have a step-by-step guide on how to do it, and you can be within your price range. Why would you still choose to oppress innocent animals?
I'm not oppressing them. I'm eating the food
Yeah,
that.
batata. So, sure. But that's oppression. So why would you choose to oppress them?
I'm not oppressing them. It's not me that's asking. I want that meat.
Yeah, sure. But batata, you are paying for somebody to exploit and kill animals, to unalive them. That is literally oppressive.
Can I
So
just say
why
one
are you
thing?
still choosing? No. Can you please just answer the question that I asked you already 3 times? If you had
Right,
the
I'm gonna
guide and
answer
the
it.
step, sure. If you had the guide and the step-by-step process on how to be vegan, and it would be within your price range, and you could be healthy and enjoy your life, why would you still choose to oppress animals?
Can I say something?
If as long as
He
that
just asked
something
you a
is the answer
question.
to the
Just answer
question,
the
yes.
question.
Yeah, it's gonna be that. Yeah, I'm gonna answer it. Can I speak?
Yeah, but answer it first and then tell what you want to say. That's what we're asking. Just answer his question.
Bro, I pay me to from local farmers. I don't go to the big
Not
company who
answer.
oppress the animals. I go to people I know who.
I'm sorry,
who butcher.
Batata. I'm sorry. Do you think unaliving an animal is not oppressive towards the animal?
It's
What does
they're
oppression
domesticated
mean?
animals. They're meant
Yeah.
to be
Batata.
eaten.
Sure. Yeah. What do you think of?
To conquer somebody without with power with tyranny.
And
You
is
have
it not
no.
tyrannical to say, I bring you into existence to unalive you? Is that not tyrannical?
I mean, they're animals. They were born to be domesticated.
Yeah, they're animals. They were born to be this way.
No, but
That's exactly
listen,
what a
these are not wild
tyrannical
animals that live in the
person would do.
wild. These are the animals that live in farms.
Yeah.
Dada, you didn't answer his question. Can you please answer Chip's question?
Yeah. So let me make it. Yeah. So Batata, just so that we escape all of this nonsensical
Do you know what
verbiage.
halal meat
Yeah.
is?
Sure. Batata, just to escape all of this verbiage. So if you had an option to be vegan, and that means a step-by-step guide on how to adopt a plant-based diet that would be within your budget and within your means, and it could be healthy and be happy, would you still pay for animals to be unalived for you?
If I get meat, yes.
Okay, so then it seems like it doesn't really matter, right? Like, why would you still pay for animals to be unalived for you? Just because you were taught to be that way?
I'm not paying
Are
for
you just like an
all the animals
NPC
to
who
die.
just
I'm paying
follows?
paying for
Sure.
the animals
Are
that
you
I
just like
eat to die.
Sure. Are you just paying like sure? But are you just like an NPC, like who you were taught one thing and you just go ahead because that's what you were taught, or do you actually have original thoughts and ideas that go besides what you were taught once in your life?
What do you mean by that, though?
Oh, it's simple. So you were taught at one point that unaliving cows, chickens, and pigs is okay, or maybe pigs not because you're Muslim or something, but cows, chickens, and other animals is okay. But for some reason, unaliving dogs is not, right? So you were taught that thing, and you never questioned why that is. You just somebody
Because they're
told you, and you.
domesticated. They
Sure.
were bred to
Batata,
be.
sure. I'm sure, but dogs are also domesticated. So you were taught
Yeah,
one
but
thing.
are they farm
Sure.
animals?
Batata,
Do you eat
sure.
dogs? You eat dogs? No.
Batata. All these things you say about these animals, they're just labels, okay? I'm trying to get you to think for a second. So for 1 second, please use your intelligence if you can, okay?
Okay.
So for 1 second, all these labels that you were taught about animals, because you're just proving my point right now. All these labels that you were taught about these animals, you're saying, this is a farm animal, therefore it's okay to farm them. This is a pet, therefore we should treat them as pets. These are labels that we could easily remove from one animal and put them on another. So we could easily, for example, remove the label from a chicken as a farm animal and put them as a pet. We could have them in our house. They do feel love. They do get attached to people. And they do all the nice stuff that a dog does. And at the same time, we could be unaliving dogs since they make a lot more meat than a chicken does. So you see, we could be placing these labels. Sure. So we could be placing these labels left and right however we please. But you still stuck with this idea that the labels, they were placed in the correct way. That chickens have to have the label as farm animal and dogs have to have the label as pet. Now the question is, why do you think that they have to have this label? Or is it just because you were told that they have this label, you never thought about it, and you just gullibly continued believing it?
But we eat chickens, cows, and pigs because they eat herbs. They don't eat meat like dogs.
Yeah,
You
dogs
can't.
can
There are
eat
cultures
herbs
that eat
also.
dogs.
Yeah, but they're mostly carnivore. They're mostly, they have their more
There
meat. They have more
are
meat in their diet
cultures
than.
who eat dog.
Okay, I don't
Why?
support these cultures. I think
Yeah, so
they're
Batata.
disgusting.
Why?
Well, because they're eating, not because they're pet, because dogs aren't meant to eat.
What's
They
wrong
don't
with
eat
eating
herbs.
dogs,
Yeah,
Batata?
yeah.
They
So
eat chickens.
It's no different.
Why
Do
do
you eat
you think it's
chimpanzees? Do you eat
this is where we're
chimpanzees?
trying to push you. Other animals are just like you in that they inherently care about themselves. The dog cares about themselves, right? The cow cares about themselves. There is no morally relevant difference. The only thing you can pivot to is ableism and prejudice, which is all illogical stupidness.
Can you explain what's ableism?
Peanuts. You're being a
What's
peanut brain right
ableism?
now. And honestly, I'm
I,
going to end it.
I think
It
all of this
was.
was flying over his
He
head
literally
because he
kept
couldn't
going
really
to
understand
other
the idea.
people. Other
I
people
mean,
can't do this. Other people. And then animals are this group, which is, like you always say, it's motivated reasoning. They're coming from, I want to get my benefits as an oppressor.
And guess what? There are
Of course.
wild
Yeah.
dogs still around. Go to South Africa. They're there, you know?
Yeah.
So,
No, yeah, there's wild dogs, there's
anyway, we're
domesticated
getting
dogs.
started.
All that matters, even if someone is domesticated, they still care about themselves. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what purpose someone put on someone else when they were born. I could birth a child into existence and say, you are going to be tomorrow's bacon, right? That doesn't mean that's their purpose. That's my purpose I put on them unfairly, right? It's not in their benefit, didn't even get their consent. That's what we're talking about. You're using others without their consent. And you're blah, 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 other people, blah, 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 bred for a purpose. These don't matter. These actually open the door to other prejudice. Again, we've said this before. When you say it's okay for me subjectively to say this individual is lesser than me, I can use them. You then have to be okay with everyone else having their own subjective idea of who is okay to exploit. Some people think it's skin color is the line. Some people think it's gender, sexual orientation, right? Not. Those are arbitrary. They have nothing to do with the fact that we care about ourselves and that we want to be respected. That's the whole point. We feel. Don't care how smart you are. I don't care what you look like. I don't care, where you came from. What matters is that you are sentient and that you want to live. That should be respected. I'm sorry, Chip.
but
I
they're
did yap on.
domesticated. No, they're domesticated. By the way, next guest, you should put Gurkless because he's been waiting for a long time, I
Oh, yeah,
think.
you have been. I have seen. Did I get you? Okay. I think people, I think it's based off of your activity in the chat, and possibly if you donate, I think it moves you up in the list because I just saw 2 names switch space. And I've heard Jake say that too. Like, I wonder if that's what's happening. Gurkles, I see you now. Are you over 18?
Yo, yeah, I'm 20.
Right on. I appreciate your patience. Are you vegan?
No, I'm not. I work a livestock farm.
Okay. Real quick, what do you understand veganism to mean?
Pretty much what everyone else has said, like just protecting the animals and like what old mate said, yeah, there's like alternative things to use these days that don't involve exploitation of animals.
So you kind of go in the right direction. It's a movement against the exploitation of animals, of other animals. Yeah. Okay. So what's stopping you from living in alignment with that and respecting other animals?
To be completely honest, on all the livestock farms that I've worked and all the experience that I've had farming cattle, sheep, and pigs, not necessarily chickens, like renting out a bull
Okay,
or rams.
I'm trying to ask you, why are you not vegan?
Getting there.
Oh, okay.
Cows can die from not getting pregnant.
They
Right?
what?
Wait, do you not? Gurkless, do you eat chicken?
Yeah, I eat chicken.
Okay.
Okay, so that has nothing to do with your story because you said you never farmed chickens. So why do you choose to eat chickens?
I never said I don't farm chickens. I said chickens aren't a part of what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
sure. But the question is, why do you choose to exploit animals for trivial products, man? Come on, that's the question.
Because it's like vegan meat is very expensive. Like it's like chickens can mass produce. Like unlike mate, it was
What do you
saying
feed
before
the
about
chickens?
seed.
Oh, where'd that seed come from?
Mass
Crop
produced.
farms.
Came from a farm. So instead of
Yeah.
feeding plants to chickens, we could just eat the plants directly. You can get all your proteins and everything you need, and you don't need to enslave someone. Wouldn't that be a more preferable world?
Yeah, like some places where I'm from, they're still recovering from a couple years back, like massive bushfire. So, to plant
We have
plants,
no shortage of grains. If we stopped breeding and enslaving animals, we could feed 10 billion humans.
well, there's a lot of places
We could
in
feed 10 billion
Australia.
humans. How many
Yeah.
humans do you think exist on this planet?
There's 8 billion, 9 billion.
8 billion. A little over 8 billion. 8. How many did I say we could feed? How many
I
did I
don't
say we
know.
could feed?
I was halfway through a sentence and then you said it.
Okay. Well, let me mute so that you can actually listen. I said we could feed 10 billion humans. Right? Is 10 bigger than 8? Is 10 bigger than 8?
Yeah, it is. It's 2 more.
Yeah. So we can feed more humans if we stopped enslaving other animals. There's something, it's basic biology. It's called the trophic pyramid. And that shows you the how energy is transferred in any given ecosystem. And every time it takes more energy every time you move up the ladder. When a carnivore eats an herbivore, they lose 90% of the energy that the herbivore was taking in because they're alive and moving. They burn energy by thinking and being an individual, just like you. So it will always take more energy to use other animals. So we can have a greener world, healthier outcomes, and not be enslaving others if we just all had a plant-based world.
So what about the 40 chickens that we lose every couple of months from the fox that, like
Don't
gets
breed
into the
chickens
head?
anymore. Don't breed them into existence.
Does
Go ahead.
that mean that like if I need to breed chickens for the farmer's market though, does that mean I should go
You
shoot
do
the
not
foxes
need
on the
to.
farm?
You do not need to breed chickens at all. Not at all.
It's a
None. Zero. There's actually
Wait,
birth
can we
control. Go ahead.
can we separate these two areas, Gurkles? Because I'm interested in two separate issues here. So one
Okay.
is you consume animal products, and the other is you make money out of exploiting animals. So can we just talk about first your consumption of animal products? Let's imagine, hypothetically speaking, that you still make money out of exploiting animals. Why would you still choose to pay for animal exploitation? Like, why would you still choose to add extra on top of that?
Wait, can you repeat the question, please? Sorry.
Sure. So let's separate the fact that you make money out of exploiting animals from the fact that you choose to exploit animals for your taste, pleasure, convenience, or tradition. So, when it comes to exploiting animals for your taste, pleasure, convenience, or tradition, do you think any of those are good enough justifications for you to still choose to exploit animals?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So explain to me why taste, tradition, or I don't know, or habit is a justification for exploiting animals.
Because like the guy, I'm not in the same boat as the guy from that guy from the Middle East, but vegan product is very expensive and hard to
Oh no,
come
not at
by.
all, Gurkles. It is cheaper to be on a plant-based diet in most countries. Where do you live?
I'm in Australia.
Perfect. Australia is one of those countries where we have studies actually about that it is cheaper to be on a plant-based diet. So let's imagine, hypothetically speaking, since we don't have to debate that, if you found out that you can be healthy on a plant-based diet and it would be cheaper, then would you adopt a plant-based diet?
Not if it's gonna put farms out of business.
It's
Okay,
not.
okay.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not going to put. It's only going to put animal farmers. It's going to make them transition
Yeah,
to plant farming,
animal
but it's not
farmers.
going to put them out of business. Obviously, your choice is just one, and you wouldn't be putting farmers out of business, of course, because you're just one person. But you would still be putting them in a position where they would have to get less money. You would be exploiting them less, right? So it seems like we reached that position where you think it's okay to exploit animals for money, since that's your main reason for it. So why is it okay to exploit animals for money?
It's helping the environment. It's making the
Oh, no,
soil.
geckos. It's definitely
Yes,
not
it is.
helping the environment. So the question is, why do you think it's okay to exploit animals for money? We can, if you're concerned about the soil, I actually have a study right now. I'll give you the PMID. I just have to dip out for a second, but I can give you the PMID, and it explains how actually there's several ways that you can make the soil extremely productive without farming animals. And let's imagine, even hypothetically speaking, that you don't believe any of those studies. So even in the situation where you think you have to use animal manure, well, you don't have to exploit or unalive animals for that purpose. You can just have one animal, and every time they take a shit, you can use it as manure or something like that, right? Or you can have multiple animals, and you can use their manure, but in no way would you still need to farm those animals. You could just, use the manure that they use, and you could take care of the animals. So how exactly, yet again, is it justified for you to exploit animals for money?
My only reason is all the reasons I've already stated. Like,
Yeah, so none. So you have absolutely no reason for exploit animals for money. Do you think that there is any particular difference between you causing an injustice to some sentient beings for money and other people causing injustices to sentient beings for money?
is there a difference?
Yeah, say for
No.
instance, somebody who organizes a dogfighting ring. Do you think that it's the same thing? Somebody who organizes dogfighting rings for money, you're the same as them, since he facilitates dogfighting, since people pay to see dogs fight, and since people get something out of it, and namely, entertainment. Do you think you are the same as a dogfighting ring organizer?
Not at all, because
Oh.
it doesn't provide food. A
Oh
dogfighting arena
no.
doesn't provide food.
Oh no, Gurkles. But can you separate yourself for a second? It's very interesting because every conversation we have with people, and it's just this is what pisses me off the most. I'll be honest with everyone listening, including you, Gurkles. People seem to have this unnatural attraction towards food, as if somehow food makes everything justified. It doesn't, because you see, Gurkles, it's not needed food. Food is necessary, but this isn't necessary food. This is optional food. It's kind of like dessert. Do you think it's okay, Gurkles, to unalive animals to make dessert out of their skin or out of their flesh?
What dessert are you eating out of fucking
Oh, it
leather?
doesn't really matter, Gurkles. For example, you could literally take the liver of an animal, mash it up, and put some sugar on it, and you could call it dessert. We're not here to discuss somebody's taste, whether that's disgusting or not. I find the idea of you putting the ass of an animal in your mouth is particularly disgusting to me. But still, you do it. So this isn't. We're not here to discuss whether how our tastes are. My question is, if somebody chooses to do that for dessert, to unalive an animal and use their body parts for dessert, do you think that's fair?
No, like, okay, yeah, it's not that fair for the animal, which is fair enough, but in any other part of the food chain, is it fair for pigs? Okay, when pigs are born, right, we
Yeah.
have things called pigloos, right, which are like little pig houses on the farm, okay?
Oh no.
No, it's like a little shelter for the pig to go and give birth.
Yeah.
So they're not just doing it in the open of the field.
Stop
So
breeding them. Period.
Hey guys, hey Chip. I had a question for the guest that I think will that you can continue off of if I ask this hypothetical, if you don't mind. Gurkles, first of all, are you against animal abuse?
yes, like what, hitting my dog? No, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
against that.
okay. So I'm just gonna put out a hypothetical for you. Let's say you have a neighbor, they raise chickens and they don't sell them. They just like to have the chickens on their property. After 3 to 4 weeks, your neighbor has gas chambers. He puts the chickens in the gas chambers for no reason, then he just likes to do it. Would you say that's abuse?
Yeah, I would also pair that with the Holocaust.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you think it's wrong to put chickens in gas chambers for no reason, right?
Yeah, but I don't put my chickens in gas chambers.
Well, the industry does. You're aware of that, correct?
What industry? Are you talking about free livestock
Slaughterhouses
farming
do
or in
that.
factory?
Slaughterhouses
No,
do that.
Factories?
Chickens and pigs, right? Let's say your neighbor has pigs and
Okay,
does the
I'm
same thing.
against.
So your neighbor has pigs, doesn't sell the pigs, but he just likes to put them in gas chambers after they get to 6 months of age. Would that be abuse?
That's sick in the head. That's just.
So you're
putting them
against
in
putting
gas-
pigs in gas chambers for any reason?
Yes, I'm against like factory and warehouse farming, like putting them in slaughterhouses and stuff.
Okay. How do you unalive your animals?
I send them.
And what do they
to a
do with them?
slaughterhouse,
And what do they do with them?
And
What do they-
on the farm with the cows, I shoot them.
Okay, what do they do with the
Holy
pigs? How do they
crap.
unalive the pigs?
They slit their throat and hang them upside down.
Okay, so let's say
Oh,
your
God.
neighbor takes the pigs and unalives them by hanging them upside down and slitting their throats, but doesn't sell them. Would that be abuse?
No, I get rid of them when either they have tuberculosis or they've failed 3
No,
times.
he just does it. Just does it for entertainment.
I
and
don't
he
give a
enjoys
fuck
it.
about my neighbor. I'm sorry, I don't care about my neighbor.
That's a hypothetical. Is it abuse or not? Answer
Yes,
the question.
it is. If you put a pig in a gas chamber, yeah, it's abuse. It's the same as when the Nazis put the Jews in the gas chambers, isn't
Okay,
it?
I'm asking if you hang them upside down and slit their throats, like you claim is fine. I'm saying they don't sell them for any reason. He just does it because he likes to. Would that be
Yes.
abuse?
Yes.
Okay, so why is it not abuse with the way you do it? It's the same action.
Okay, but when a cow has tuberculosis on the farm, the entire farm has to stop working, okay? Until every animal on the farm within 60 to 120 days comes back and tests negative for tuberculosis. What do you
I don't
mean?
know,
Oh
I don't
no,
know
they're
if to do
gonna
with the
die
hypothetical we laid
anyway
out,
with
but-
tuberculosis.
I'm
They're gonna
not-
die anyway.
I'm not
Same
really
as when
sure what
they,
that has to
if
do with
they,
the topic.
This is quite a dodge, by the
Can
way.
I just ask
He's
Urkel's?
pivoting like crazy.
I'm
We
not
need to put
pivoting.
up the bingo
I'm telling
card.
you, I'm
Hold
telling
on.
you
Hold
how
on
it's
one
not
second.
animal.
About
I
your
would
very
like-
first time
I was gonna
taking
say,
a life.
I would love to hear
How
what
old were
David
you,
has to
and what
say.
did you do?
I don't-
I'm not sure if you can hear me.
I can't.
sure.
There might be a slight delay, but we hear you.
I've shot 1 cow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did that make you feel when you did it?
It made me feel good because listen, before you all go, oh.
No, I'm just curious.
It was
Like,
caught.
be honest
It was
with us,
caught.
though.
It was caught in barbed wire on a fence, and there's no coming
Right.
back
So
from that.
you did it
What
to
the
take them out
fuck?
of misery, right? But I'm asking. So you said that you've unalived animals on your farm, but now you're saying you haven't.
Not me personally. I've done one. I have done one.
Yeah.
Which
So
was
one.
that because it was suffering, and I don't want a cow to just like be hanging in barbed wire until it bleeds out.
So what's your knowledge about how their lives are taken in slaughterhouses?
Look, I explained it before. Like, we only send our livestock, mostly cattle and pigs, to the slaughterhouses when they either fail to breed after 3 times or they get
Oh,
tuberculosis.
that's horrible.
So
They
you're
die if
breeding
they
them, and then you're sending them somewhere else. Is that what you're doing?
No, if we breed them and they have babies, we keep them. We don't. But if they fail after
Yeah, you
3
only
attempts,
unalive them. You only unalive them when they cannot get pregnant. Yeah, that's very nice of you.
the cattle, if the cattle,
Yeah, but
Sounds like a
Grekos,
dairy
the
farm.
question,
aren't listening to me.
Grekos, can you
I said this from the
sure,
very start. We've
but
had cows
Grekos,
die because they haven't given
Grekos,
birth.
We are pushing it at
sure,
this
sure,
point. We're at 16 minutes. I'm probably going to cut you off at 20 at most.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
just
so
gonna ask
Grekos,
Urkel. So do you know the process of taking a life inside a slaughterhouse? Sounds like you're not aware.
I said it before. They hang them upside down and slit their throats until the blood drains.
Yeah, what do they do before that?
They keep them in like cages until like it's their time, you know?
Yeah, so they also captive bulk on them if they're cows. And notice how you're calling them cattle, so you're de-individualizing them. They're individuals, would you agree?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're alive. We're individuals.
And so I'm not quite understanding the contradiction here a bit, because it seems like you wanted to take one cow out of misery and suffering, but you're sending all these other cows to misery and suffering.
Only if they get tuberculosis or fail to give birth
What
after
do
2
you mean?
times.
So they're dairy cows? You
Not
have a
every
dairy
cow
farm?
gets killed. Most cows are like they
Use
live
unalive,
life.
please. Sorry, go ahead, Chip.
No, I think this person is disingenuous. You obviously consume meat, Gurkles. Where do you get your meat from?
I get it from my farm.
Okay, tuberculosis cows or cows that could not get pregnant, or which ones?
Both. You know, it's not a preference.
Wait, you eat cows that
I'm
have
sure you don't.
tuberculosis?
Yeah, I'm sure you don't do that. So which one is it, Gurkles? And that doesn't happen that often,
Tuberculosis
does it?
is
So
in the
which?
lungs. It doesn't affect the meat.
Yeah, sure. So which one is it?
It's both. They both get
No,
sent away.
Gurkles. So you see, the reality of it, Gurkles, is that we all know it, right? You know it, whether you want to admit it to yourself or not. It's the reality. You sent animals to slaughter. You unalive animals there. Doesn't really matter which one it is, because at the end of the day, it's the same thing. You murder animals for profit or for taste pleasure, right? And either for yourself or to make money out of it.
It's
And
not
the thing
taste
about it
pleasure.
is,
It's
though,
just to
yeah,
live.
sure. No, because you can live without doing that. That's pretty clear. That's what we've been trying to explain to you throughout this
We
whole
can't
thing.
grow crops.
Yeah,
That's why
if you cannot grow crops, then don't grow anything and buy crops from somebody who can grow crops and get your money, make money in another way, Gurkles. You have the luxury of living your life and making money without exploit. And you can live your life, and however difficult it is for you, you can choose to not take somebody else's life. Right now, you're living your life by enslaving and taking others' lives. Right now, you're in a position where you are nothing better than another slave owner. David here is a slaughterhouse inspector and was trying to explain to you what happens in slaughterhouses. We all have seen the horrors of what happens to animals. We all know what happens on dairy farms. We all know the forceful impregnation, the separation of the babies, the unaliving of the male baby cows. I know, well, I don't do any of that. I'm sure you do some of that. Maybe you don't do all of it, but you do some of it. And whether you choose to actually engage with the reality of it or not is a different case scenario. And the fact that you choose to not engage with the reality only says the fact that you yourself may have problems with it. So instead of trying to fight us on the situation, how about we try to find solutions and common ground and realizing that all these animals, just like you, since you know them so well, they want to live, they have an experience of life. And if you wouldn't do it to a dog, since they are exactly the same as the cows, why on earth would you do it to the cows?
All right, we're
And
gonna
just
drop
to
you,
add
Gurkles.
on-
I want you to think about that. If
yeah.
you wouldn't do it to dogs,
I'm
why
not
are you
gonna
doing
think
it to
Yazoo.
cows?
You're not going to think? Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, just to add on, like, there's farmers, there's a rancher program, was stated in the chat. There's plenty of people that have changed. I changed. I'm a former slaughterhouse inspector. I mean, these things are available to people if they're looking for solutions rather than trying to mitigate what they've done on a farm or something like that.
Well, you know what, though? They might not have a choice because I don't know if you guys heard about the screwworm. It came from a calf and it's spreading in Texas and it's probably going to come out, across the country.
Yeah.
So, there's that. There's also the wild horses that are being slaughtered for the ranchers. So you're not just talking about the cows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Often animals are labeled then as pests, so it's even more demeaning to them because now they really don't have any welfare needs. So,
Yeah.
It's really sad.
I mean, I think it really needs to be because a lot of people like horses, but they don't like cows. So we really need to let them know this is a major fault, a major, major problem with the wild horses right now. We won't have any soon.
Yeah, I would
Who knows
just
why?
like to add on that it would be illegal to eat animals with communicable diseases like tuberculosis.
Yeah, I
Oh,
actually looked
yeah.
that up. It said as long as it's limited to their lungs. And then I said, well, how often do they get tuberculosis? And it says 1 in a million. Says in specifically like even the US. Oh, sorry, 7 cases per million. I apologize. 7 cases per million. Says that it's very rare
Wild.
because they're supposed to be mitigating against that. So if he's eating cows regularly, what is he doing that's giving them tuberculosis so much?
Honestly,
Right?
like that's so weird. Well, it's a virus, right? The
Yeah.
tuberculosis virus.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just like he just keeps them in such conditions that he doesn't really clean or have issues with the virus or
Exactly.
stuff, right?
Exactly. That's terrible. If he's being honest. I don't know if I believed him to be completely honest. But anyway, we got to take people at their words. Do you guys remember the conversation with nobody? Because I remember Vegan Travel and I being, laughing about it, but I don't remember if they spoke or if they were muted, like they didn't speak. Do you remember?
I don't think he spoke.
Okay. I thought he was one of those ones that, the connection maybe didn't work. Hey, nobody, are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No, I'm not vegan.
All right. What do you understand veganism to be?
1 second.
Okay.
Is he looking up something?
It sounds like he's going into a room, maybe? It's a lot
He's
of locks.
closing a lot of doors. Yeah.
Do you know what veganism is? That's where we were.
Where'd he
Hello?
go?
Okay,
I do remember the username. He said something silly last time, but I don't remember
okay.
what.
I
And
thought
then
he
you
was.
dropped him instantly.
I just dropped him right now because he's clearly not ready. Gixer, are you
Yeah,
over
he was
18?
40 something, if I remember.
I am
correctly.
over 18, yeah.
Okay, are you vegan?
No.
Okay, what do you understand veganism to be?
A lot of weird and
A what?
some. I said a lot of weird and some not so weird. I guess protecting animals, crying about.
Do you want to have a
stuff.
conversation, or did you just want to come up here and be an 8-year-old?
I'm trying to have a conversation. I'm not
Are
sure
you?
about the age check.
Do you think you're being respectful?
Yeah.
You have to age check. It's
Yeah, I have
I'm over
to.
18.
I have
No,
to
I
ask
said I'm
that.
over 18. Yeah,
I know.
I
We have
don't
to
have a problem
ask.
with that. That's not my problem.
Okay,
That-
well,
Yeah,
then
yes.
you could just go
So
away.
Gixer,
Clearly an ass.
Gixer, the reason why we're coming at you that way is because you said it's a lot of weird. So instead of passing judgment, he dropped.
No, I kicked him because he's just being an ass. But we have others. I got another one. Hey, Meza, are you over 18?
Yes.
Are you vegan?
No, I'm vegan. Yeah, I just misclicked. I'm sorry.
Oh, you didn't mean to
Oh,
request that?
I've talked to
Yeah, I
him
didn't
before.
mean
He's a
to.
good guy. He's a friendly.
Oh, okay. I'm going to
Yeah,
follow
thank you guys.
I like the Animal Man avatar. That's so cool.
Yeah, thank you.
The which
He's
one?
vegan too.
Oh,
Animal Man. He's a vegan superhero. DC Comics.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He became vegan due to empathy because he can take on the powers of any animals that are near him. So he started to connect to them.
Yeah.
He didn't start off vegan.
That's amazing. Wow. I just learned something. Well, I can't see you in my list, so I'm going to give you a follow back. I don't know why you're not on my list. But I definitely want to give you a follow. I want to know all my awesome vegans. Do you want to hang out on the panel and advocate for abolition to animal
No,
ag?
no, it's okay. I'm gonna disconnect.
Well, I appreciate, that even though it was an accident that we got to talk to you for a second.
Yeah, thank you guys
Yeah,
for
he's a good guy.
defending the voiceless.
Absolutely. Thank you for all doing the same. Yeah. W Hamza.
W.
Awesome. Okay. All right. I'll bring Gixer back up. Or was it nobody? Who was it that
Nobody couldn't get his act together. I don't know. He's in another room.
Right. Let's see
or
if he's in his
something.
room now.
Yeah.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
There he is. I can hear the creaking
Still
door.
opening doors.
I know, nobody. If you're
opening
going to be
some
loud, I'm not going to have you up here. Do you need to be making a lot of noise?
No, I'm good. Can you
Get
hear me?
settled.
Is it quiet?
Okay, I can barely hear
Yeah, we
you.
can hear you.
Yeah.
But stop opening doors and going through them.
Is he in a
Just let
parking
the door
garage now?
close.
I can't reach it.
The door is closed right now. Can you still hear me?
I can barely hear you. Yeah, you're in a loud space.
Wait, hold on.
Like
Let
I
me
can
get into a
hear. I
closed
can't.
space.
I'm sorry. You need to go to another. That's too loud. It's too loud.
Yeah, there's a lot of echo. No more doors, but echo. It's
Yeah.
fun.
The only other person I have is Gixer requesting right now. If you want,
Let's see why
I was gonna
Gixer.
say if
I
you
want to
want
talk
to,
to
but
Gixer.
remember my guidelines: 10 minutes or
No,
5
not
because I don't
even.
want to go
Not
30.
even.
Okay. All right.
Not
Here we go.
even 5 minutes. Let's
I
go.
trust you. I trust you.
Yeah. So Gixer,
I'm not saying for 10 minutes. That's just way
why
too
do
long.
you?
Talk to a
Sure,
ferret.
sure, sure, sure. So Gixer, why do you think it's wrong to respect the rights of animals?
Because they're animals.
Okay,
We eat
you're
them.
an
They're our
animal
food
too.
source. They're our food source.
Sure, 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 sure. But you're an animal too. I'm an animal.
Don't do that.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. But you're an animal. I'm an
Hey,
animal. What
stop
makes
doing
you
this.
not
Sure,
free?
sure, sure. It's totally
Sure, sure, sure,
disingenuous.
sure, 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 sure,
He's
sure.
a
But you're
mod,
an
and
animal.
let him
I
do
don't
it. If
care
you
if he's a
don't like it,
mod. I
get
don't
off.
care if
He's
he's
a
a
mod.
mod. I don't care. The sure, sure, sure is condescending bullshit.
He's crashing out.
Yeah,
I was gonna
yeah.
say,
How am I
Gixer,
crashing out?
stop
You see,
stop
again, all you
crying.
can do is mute.
Be an adult. Be in control of
All you
your
can
own
do is mute.
actions. All you can
No
do is be
conversation
an
here.
adult. Be okay. All right. You
Shush,
can't do it.
female.
Yeah,
You have no control. You're like a
Gixer.
little child. Pathetic.
Yeah, it's a
It's just no
pity.
point.
He was
There's
a.
no point. Go ahead. Sorry.
Why do they always get triggered by the sure, sure, sure? I don't know.
I don't know. It's because they themselves are feeling probably that energy, and they know they're wrong, so they can't actually defend what they're doing. So then they just attack anything. They're grasping at straws, if you will. Like I don't know. I
I just
really
had the.
go
I
ahead.
just had the biggest moth come into my house. Like, I don't think you can understand just how big this moth is.
Like compared to the size of your hand. I know we have different size hands, but
Okay, it's about half my finger, but it still looks big. Shut up.
oh no, I think that's huge. Yeah, I mean moths are typically like the tip of my pinky. Or at least over here they are. We have some big moths though sometimes. Like the biggest I think I've seen was like the length of my pinky and like this thick. They have such pretty designs. Like everyone's all about butterflies, and don't get me wrong, I love a good butterfly, but moths also, also just have amazing patterns and designs, and their little antennas, all the little fuzzies. Oh, it's amazing that they're able to grow all these tools and use them. It's amazing.
I
Well,
mean, I could see them in the dark, so that was fucking insane to me.
oh right. Oh
That's
my gosh, how dark is it over there?
it's the sun just set now, so it's
Oh
like
wow, but you
it's
can
a
still
little bit
see them.
dark. Yeah, that's why I'm like, holy crap, I got scared. What the fuck is that in
There's
my
a
house?
bat in the house. Oh wait, it's just a moth.
Yeah, exactly.
I think bats are really cute, actually.
Oh, they're so cute. Oh my gosh, I love watching
Where
them
are?
eat fruit.
Oh yeah, I want to go to one of those sanctuaries and help feed the baby
Oh,
bats.
that would be adorable. I sadly, when I was still attending zoos, that's actually where my favorite spot was looking at the bats because it looked like they had the most space to move about. But like reflecting on it now, they definitely did not. You know, like
Yeah,
knowing what they normally would do, and but oh yeah, they're so cute. They're
they are.
puppies. They're little puppies. Yeah,
They're wing puppies.
yeah.
When I worked at an animal shelter, there was a woman there that she likes dealing with the bat issues, because she loved bats. And I didn't realize this, but she would put them in the refrigerator to keep them cold enough. Yes. So
Oh,
they would live. I just remember that. I don't know I'd have to look it up, but I don't know.
is that maybe closer
There
to
was
their
some,
normal preferred temperature?
probably,
Yeah.
probably.
Wow, that's wild. I want to go look
I
into
know.
that because that's interesting.
Here, I'm
You
going to
just
look
open the
into it while
fridge.
we're
That's my
talking.
rescue
Yeah.
bat. I'm just, I'm helping them out until they can take care of themselves again. Oh wow, yeah. It's amazing how, it's funny, you can talk to non-vegans about bats or like any of these other animals, and typically they'll be on the side of like, yeah, you shouldn't exploit them, you shouldn't use them, and use the same arguments we use, you wouldn't like it done to you. They feel, they care, they have families. And as soon as it comes to their choices, oh no, animals don't feel actually, and I am supreme being.
Oh, wait. Okay, maybe she did this. It was a DEAD bat. That maybe that's. I thought they were live for some reason, but
Oh, okay.
it's to keep them. Okay, now here it says mimic. Okay, licensed wildlife rehabilitators sometimes use specialized refrigerators for live rescued bats. And the reason is it's a cold controlled fridge environment, which
Right.
helps
Like their
safely
caves.
simulate, when food is missing or winter weather is disrupted.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I remember that. That was 40 something years ago. It's weird how you remember like weird shit and then you can't remember what you did
Oh,
yesterday.
totally. I mean, that's just human. I feel like there's
Yeah.
some things that scar your brain in good and bad
Yeah.
ways, and there are things that
Yeah.
just go one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
I think it's because we pick and choose so that, because we only have limited space. We have little branches, then we
Right.
got to trim those branches, make room for new
I
branches.
I think it's because that's not how memory works for us. I think for us, memory is a little bit like, it's what stimulates the remembering of a memory. What stimulates the brain to remember that memory, and it has to be something that essentially you either form a new connection, or there has to be some form of stimuli to remember something. But if you just do the same thing you've always done, you just go through the same neurons and neural pathways that you've always gone through. So probably you're not going to remember even if it's a little tiny detail, because you're just going down the same neural pathways. I mean, I don't know if
That makes
that's true,
sense.
but I would assume that's kind of how it works. Yeah.
I do know that the brain runs on, like, it prefers the path of least resistance. So if you have paths that are more often traveled for neurons or shorter connections, you're going to definitely think that way. But then, like, new spaces are going to be a little harder to remember because they're not as traveled. Maybe. I don't know. I think that's my understanding is. Anyway.
Yeah. By the way, everyone on YouTube, can you please become a member? And if you don't become a member, I'm gonna cry. I'm just gonna start crying right now on
Don't say
stream.
that. Nobody
So
wants to
you
see
have to
Chip
become a
cry.
member.
I don't
Yeah, you
like
don't want to
seeing
see
grown
that.
men
No,
cry.
we
I'll
just don't
start
want to
crying
cause
too.
that. No,
I'll
don't cry,
cry.
I'm one of those
David.
ugly criers too. So yeah.
Ugly criers. Aw.
My lip will be
No.
like moving up and down. It'll be
Like that.
disgusting.
Oh, you're gonna have a
Oh yeah.
quivering lip, is
I
that
think
it?
it would be adorable, but I don't want to cause you grief like that. That would make me sad. And then we're all going to be
Be
crying.
like some boogers will come out, you know.
Exactly. All of us, just both sides. Tears and snot.
Can I do this?
Anyway. All right. Well, is anybody on here going to go live after this? Anybody know if they're going to go live? Or do they know of a vegan that's going to go live? Oh.
Chip and I were live today already.
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
that's true.
thinking of going live, but
Again?
but it's just I'm a bit late. It's a bit late, and
Yeah, that's understandable.
Chip, just say sure, sure, sure.
Ah!
Sure, sure, sure.
Oh, Chip, you're getting phrases where, like, when you say them, I start to repeat them. Oh,
That
Yeah,
would be a
it's
cool
just
T-shirt, though.
yes.
You
Sure,
say
sure,
it so fast, though. You say it really fast. You go, sure, 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 sure. I'm like, oh, he can't even tell the other person.
I do want a shirt like that. That sounds awesome. Actually, sure.
That's a
I like
good
it.
T-shirt idea. Okay, I'm gonna make
Sure,
that
sure,
now.
sure,
I
sure,
Thank you.
love
sure.
it. I
Do
love
it.
it so
Do
much.
it.
I love it.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I like that.
I want one.
Yeah, me too. So, let me know when they're made. Real quick, I do want to throw out there, I know I've harassed some people on this panel a little bit too much, so I'm sorry that you have to hear this again. Know that I'm not doing this to you on purpose. But Ian and I have been playing on Vintage Story, and we're inviting all vegans to join. To join, you just go on to Animal Justice 21. You can find it. I went the wrong way. Anti-animaluse.org. It's on there too. And you can come hang out with us on there. It's like a Minecraft, but you can do a lot more. And we have all these mods, so it's completely vegan. You make tofu, tempeh, mushroom leather. You don't even need to use wax. We use resin and clay and etc. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. You can build stuff and adventure, and there's a huge map. But you have to be signed up on Animal Justice 21. Animal Justice 21 is just an ethical reflection site. It's like Challenge 22. There's a dietitian and a nutritionist there, and you can ask questions. There's other vegans, and we're trying to get more of a community base happening so that there's someone to talk to, someone to always ask questions. You know, just having that backup so that you know you're doing the right thing and you have that support to continue doing the right thing. Anyway, that's Animal Justice 21. I need to do my ethical reflection as well, but please go check that out. And before we actually go, because I think we're going to wrap up here, I don't have any more requests. Please follow all the vegans on here. All great activists. David left, but please go follow him, the 40-year-old vegan. He actually did vigils, multiple vigils recently. He was out with, I think he's in the UK right now. Definitely go check him out. Great activist. Vegan Buffalo Jeff, we didn't get to hear as much from you today, but I'm so glad you always have really great ways to start someone into thinking about their ethics. You know, like instead you get them to not, like, you have good ways of trying to break them from motivated reasoning, you know, working backwards. That's
Yeah, thank
awesome.
you.
Hell yeah.
I
So
appreciate you.
please go follow Vegan Buffalo Jeff. Chip just left. Please go follow that Chip guy. He's on all platforms, also does vigils, does street outreach, talks to you. Please go check him out. And Vegan Travel, your last but not least, also Green Earth Travel 2, or just Green Earth Travel on Instagram. Go check her out. Follow her on Vegan Travel. You'll see her on other panels. You can ask her questions. If you need to travel and you want it to make it plant-based, reach out to her. Awesome. Do you guys want to say anything?
Oh, I have a trip coming up. If anybody wants to join, I've got a couple of spots left. It's in October, so it's last minute. I think it's the 6th through the 13th. I have to look at the dates. It's a vegan civil rights tour of the South.
Ooh, that's awesome. Yes.
So we'll be going from Atlanta to Memphis from Atlanta to Birmingham to Selma, and I'm forgetting one other city, and then Memphis.
Wow.
So,
oh, man, that's amazing.
DM me if you're interested.
I can't wait to see are you going to be, you think you'll go live or anything while you're doing that?
Probably, like in the mornings. That's
Or
what
maybe
I did
even, what is that called? Vlogging. You can make like a little vlog. I don't know if you're interested in doing
Yeah,
that. I'm just
I
always
mean,
curious to see what everyone's doing.
Well, I did when I was on the cruise ship. I'd get in my hammock every morning and just show the mountains in Alaska. So it was really nice.
Yes.
It's a nice way to start your day, right?
It is. It
I
really
don't
is.
know if this will be as nice and beautiful, but it's going to be interesting.
Oh, I bet it will. It'll have its own
Yeah.
unique beauty to it,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything from you,
All
Vegan
right.
Buffalo Jeff?
Yeah, I did want to say, I know we have a lot of vegans in the chat and people thinking about going vegan, and I just wanted to encourage you all to also not only be vegan, but be an advocate for the animals in some way, whether it's doing TikTok lives and speaking up for them. They need your voice. And so,
Anything you
find
can
a
do.
find a way to be a voice for them.
Please.
And we're here to support you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to get active and you're unsure or maybe feeling uncomfortable, many of us will just join you on your panel too. So you have backup, or just in your chat, just know that we're there. We're there to back you up and want to help. Please, if you want to go live and you need help, let us know. Awesome. And then last but not least, I do want to say, because I just noticed, it looks like Sabby got another 2 months of membership. Oh my God. Thank you, Sabby. Dubs in the chat to Sabby Coops. Spooky. Thank you so much for that, Spooky. Appreciate you. I did see that other people over here, Chip, David. Oh my God, David. Oh, David. Oh my gosh. I keep butchering their name. Hamza? Hamza. I'm so sorry, guys. I butcher everyone's name. It means I like you a lot. And I'm just trying to be a better person. Colorado? Oh my goodness, you guys. Thank you so much. Sent roses, hearts. Thank you so much. I appreciate those. And Zara, Dashing Grandpa, Cole, Sierra, Vegan Foodie. Please go follow these vegans. Tay, Leo Vegan. Thank you for also being up here, Leo Vegan. I'm sorry that we didn't get to talk as much. I kept talking over you. I'm really sorry. Himza. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Himza. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the green hearts. Y'all are great. Please go find another vegan to go watch right now if anybody's live. Chip said he might go live, but who knows? He might not. Go follow him just in case, you know? Maybe that's what he needs. Otherwise, also on YouTube, go check out any vegans that are live on there. I know Axel's been going live lately. Jeremy Loeb has been going live. Who else? Jake Lagatere, who is the creator of Animal Justice 21. Please go check him out. He goes live regularly. Universe goes live here on TikTok. I'm just trying to think of anybody that might go live in the next bit. Go check them out. Oh, Gem Lettuce will be live tomorrow. Go check her out. And Lucy Munson and Renzo Alba, I believe that was Renzo's last name. I'm sorry, Renzo, if I butchered your last name. are both going to be live on Saturday, all on TikTok and YouTube. Please go follow all these great vegans. I know I just threw a lot at you, but please
We
go
should do
follow.
a live chain where we do a schedule where everybody does like an hour.
It's
and
so I
and it
agree
tells you
with
where
that
to go.
idea, but every time I've tried with other vegans, it's
It
just
doesn't
so
work.
hard. Only because it's
Yeah.
like sometimes, you can't meet that schedule, or it's just a lot of people with different time frames. It's good to try, but
Yeah.
it's just
Well, you've
so
already
hard
done this. You've already
sometimes.
given this a shot. Okay, cool.
But it doesn't mean we shouldn't keep trying. It is still a good idea. I sometimes feel like it's an effort that I don't want to do. I'm out of laziness, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's still something that we should try. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea
There's a
because it
way, like a
keeps it.
TikTok takeover.
Yeah, exactly. You can do a raid or something, right? You can send
A
people
raid,
to.
yeah, raid. Do
Yeah.
they have raids on here where you can raid another?
Not on
And you
TikTok,
send
on
everybody.
YouTube apparently, but I don't know how to use it. I saw Chip use it, and I'm not sure how to
Because
use it.
I was doing Whatnot where we do selling comic books, but you can raid another show after your show's over. You send
Yeah, like
everybody.
kind of like Twitch.
Yeah, you send everybody over. I guess a lot of
Yeah, it
platforms
says
have that. They don't
add
have it here though.
stream. No, it's a marker share. I don't know. I don't know where this tool to do so. I've just heard Chip do it before. Chip
Well,
might
maybe
have
it's a
left
feature.
already.
Maybe it's a feature they'll add on here eventually.
Yeah, I'll look into it after this because it is something that I really do want to do. Is be able to raid other vegans so that we can just keep passing our audience around. Another damn vegan, Angela. All right. I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for being up here, Jeff. And I will see
Thank you.
y'all this weekend. Keep an eye on Anti-Animal Use and Vegan Stoner Lady. We'll be live either this Saturday or this Friday. Check us out.
All right, they'll be there.
Awesome. Okay.
Bye.
See y'all. Okay. I got to move things because my windows are all stretched. Oh. Nope. Still not small enough. All right, TikTok. I'll catch you on the flip side. Actually, it's a vegan market over here. All right, see ya. That's a wrap. Oh, I got 2 new followers. I didn't even see that. That's cool. That's neat. Oh, thank you. I love it when we get more followers. That means we have a couple more vegans. Hopefully, they can be sometimes trolls. Aw. You guys, thank you so much. We got 1.6K views. That's great. I need to talk about the likes. I feel like, got 72,000 likes. That's great. Maybe next time we'll make a goal for 100,000. It's kind of fun to have a goal. I just feel bad saying like tap the screen, like use your little fingies a bunch while you're listening. It's hard to listen sometimes, and sometimes you want to be talking to those in the chat. Yes, green heart. Thank you. Is this still in frame? I feel like it might have moved. As long as you can see me. Yeah, you can see me. Okay. Well, I won't stay long. I just like everyone else. It's fun to just talk to you guys for a second, like, debrief. That's all you did for an hour? Let's go! Aw, Angela, you're amazing. Oh, wow. Definitely have some trolls in here. What's up? Wow. Humans like being eaten. Interesting. Yes, green hearts. Ben, you know better than to steal. Sure. No, I'm like legit. I do want a shirt like that. It's cool. I want to represent the chip. Oh. You're eating a baby right now? That's sad. You need to ice your finger after TikTok. Yeah. I do feel like my finger gets tired. If anyone's on desktop and they're kind of savvy with isn't it the terminal you have to mess with to be able to use the Click'em? How would someone, is it easy? Oh, you just run it. If someone is comfortable enough to like run a program on their computer, and they want Clickum, which is let's see if I can show you. I don't know what'll happen if I click this. Oh, you can hear a sound. So here. Oh, it's not on. I don't have it up. Go, go, go. All right, so this is Clickum, and I just hit a button. Oh, it's not gonna do it? Didn't I just open it? Where'd it go? Well, of course, when I'm showing you, it doesn't work. That is what happens. Are you telling me this is actually a bug of this? No. Okay. There it goes. Okay, now we got it. Now we got it. All right, so now you're going to hear it go bling, bling. Oh, it's not. It's so weird. Why doesn't it work? Put it over here. I want something to make a sound. I have nothing to click on. Can't help you. I know you can't. Let's see. I could do it over here. You can kind of see this. All right. This is Clickum. It's going to disappear because, you know, the window's over it. So I go in here like this, right? I'm like, oh, I'm a person. I can't hit the heart. Oh, dang it. My mouse is very sensitive. That's not me clicking anymore. That's Clickum. Oh, you can't see my hands. I'm holding my hands up. Look at it go. Yeah, go, Clickum, go. And then I hit don't do it anymore. And then it's just me on the mouse again. No hands. So if you're interested in that, you have to, it's only for desktop. So it just saves my hands so I can use my phone while the computer is giving you all those lights. It's very convenient. You don't need it, but it's kind of fun. Click 'em. That's right. You just use your middle and index fingers. Yeah, you like this? Yeah, that works too. If you just kind of rest the phone and you're just doing like this. Yeah. I actually do that often because I don't have a Clickum for my cell phone. Sometimes I have multiple accounts and I'm like, I can only click on one, so I'm going to click on this one now. Yeah, most of the time I'm on my phone too when I'm like watching someone else's TikTok or... Actually, now I take that back. More recently, I have been on the desktop more often because I'm already doing stuff on the computer, but there was a while I was just using my phone. Click 'em like what? Click 'em like that. That's what she said. Oh, it's called Click 'em, PJ. The clicker saver. It's just convenient. Anyway, all right. I'm done showing you my face and modeling for you. Go find another vegan to look at, and y'all have a good vegan day. If you're not vegan, you should be vegan. And I'm gonna jump into Vintage Story, and I'll catch y'all later. A rotary phone. How many people don't know what that is? Oh, that's so funny. I had a rotary phone. I know it was before me, but we had a rotary phone in my house. All right, see you soon. Yes, Abby's there. You want to come hang out with someone cool? I know, you know, but ooh. All right. Also, yes, exactly. Another damn vegan's there. We're a crew. All right. You could be part of the crew too. All right, I see y'all.